mean, it is a crystalline product. I mean, it would be sharp inherently, so there is that chance that it could hurt your nose and cut things up.
Mm.
It is a crystalline substance.
Anything new in your life?
No.
With a question mark?
I mean, does buying a couple games count?
Kinda.
Kinda.
It's a
It's a
small
yes
change.
or no.
Well, it's a small change, but yeah.
Because when people ask if you have anything new in your life, that usually means big events. It's like, did you get a new job? Did you go out somewhere? Did you have a party? That kind of thing.
But you don't party.
I never have been the type of person to do that. No.
Well, what games did you get?
Bought Satisfactory.
That's a time suck.
So I've been playing it with a buddy of mine off and on this week, so it's been kind of fun.
Hey, Dan. Ken and I are just here, waiting around, see if there's anyone else that wants to show up. How has Dan been? Yeah. Yas. Complicated. It's been complicated? How you've been? Work being a lot? Well, yeah, it's work. Where do you work? I don't know if you ever told me. Maybe you did, and it's just been a while, and I forgot. That could also be, too. Family issues really do suck. Well, if you're looking for something to take mind off, we could try doing some Jackbox games. At a tax consultant company. Huh. Why would they need a video producer? That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that seems kind of lengthy. 700 people. That's a lot. Like, in the whole, just that, like, one building? Or are you working at, like, the HQ of this company? I am 400 people. I'll try 700. Okay. Still 400 people and like working at the same building is... I can't imagine. I mean, I guess I can, but like actually like all the intricacies of it are a little harder for me to think of. Yeah. You have like a cubicle and everything, or that's probably very different over there. That's all like US stuff. Ken, did you ever do a cubicle job?
Yeah, I've had plenty of cubicle jobs.
You're the only video producer? Jeez. It's gotta be a lot of work then. A cubicle job. Ooh. Ken, do you know if you could explain a cubicle job?
So here in the United States, there are a lot of businesses that don't really give employees their own spaces to work. So you typically will not have your own office. And so what they will do is they will take a large open floor plan and kind of section it off. There's usually these little metal walls, usually with some sort of padding on there to help reduce noise, but they're all open. You know, there's no door to the little cubicle. It's usually shoulder height most of the time. Sometimes you'll get head height up to maybe 6 feet or 2 meters or something like that. But typically it's more like shoulder height. So you don't really get a whole lot of privacy, but you get just enough of your own workspace to separate yourself. But to make it worse, there's a lot of companies these days that have gotten to the point where they don't even give you a cubicle anymore. It's open workspaces wherein you get a desk and there may be a divider between you and the person in front of you, and maybe a small divider between you and the person next to you, but that's it. Everything is open workspace. You can see everybody, they can see you, they can hear you. It's really freaking annoying.
It's pretty good separate between our departments. Okay. Yeah, it's that's like usually dedicated to like city jobs, cubicles. So if you work
Usually office style
office,
jobs, yeah.
You wouldn't like obviously you wouldn't be doing that if you're like living out in the country, but if you live in a big city with a lot of people and you're working in an office, yeah, most likely you'd be in a cubicle. Thank you, Zig. Zig and Dan, if you're both gonna stay around, do you want to do some Jackbox? And if not, that's okay. Because Ken and I can do something else then.
I was just talking about Zig on the way home from dinner.
What were you saying?
You're supposed to don't choke on it.
I I took a breath of air and then I took water in. That didn't work.
You're not supposed to breathe in the water.
I'll be fine. Okay.
You're supposed to breathe air.
Yeah, yeah. Swallow
You're
before
not
you speak.
fish.
Right.
There's a joke in there.
Maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably not enough. I mean,
I really need some sleep. Okay. Well then, talk to you later, Dan. Hope you can sleep well. We'll probably do. We still haven't gotten you to every location in Road Trip, have we?
we have not.
I think that's what we'll do.
I don't tend to play it on my own.
Yeah, I did for like the first week it was out, but then I didn't. It's so different, and it's not a bad different. It's just different, you know.
That and it's just not as enjoyable by yourself.
Yeah, and also it's just longer.
It is very long.
Like
well,
if
no,
you
actually,
is it really? It feels a lot longer.
I mean, if you do a single player long game of like Monster Prom or Monster
Good night,
Camp,
Dan. Say good night.
good night. You're in for like an hour.
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, don't laugh. She has a legit question.
Well, she.
When you're talking to usually have a stream of it
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's true.
Or Discord, so that
Well, Discord is up, but it's on a different window. I'm waiting for him to decide what to do.
Oh yeah, we'll do Road Trip.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure
Okay.
about that. I already started up the game, so I'm sure about it. Bye,
Alright.
Jikas. Ken doesn't wish to say goodnight. He did though. Ken did
I did say goodnight.
Yeah, what? You gotta say it more
Heard it.
eloquently.
Yeah, see, even Val says I said it.
you did.
Say it more eloquently.
Oh, good night, my dear Korean friends. But it's morning for you, so Ohio gozaimasu.
She didn't did not like that. Not a fan.
Ugh,
Ohio.
stop.
Think stole this.
I only wished I had that level of sex appeal.
You want Stolas' sex appeal?
He gets all the people. He gets just about anybody he wants.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it to appear on OBS, but it doesn't want to. Give me a second. How you doing, GCast? Hey, turn that down.
Anya.
Dun, dun. You do. Dan says you have as much sex appeal. Do you believe him?
I mean, that's his opinion, so I
Mhm.
appreciate his opinion, and it's not my place to question how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
If that is how he legitimately feels, then that's okay.
Mm.
Stop trying to throw a wrench in things, Q.
What?
Rude.
It's not me.
Well, you said, "Are you sure?" Do you agree?
Do you agree?
Again, it's an opinion. Whether I agree with it or not, that is his opinion, and he is
Don't
allowed
question
to
my
have that
integrity.
opinion.
Alright. Well, for
Yeah,
whatever
Q.
reason-
Stop questioning his
Okay.
integrity.
Okay, fine, I won't then. That's how we want to be. Oh, there it is.
Like, for real.
Let's reference it.
God.
Okay, Polly.
Look, boo.
Okay, I finally got it up. 1510.
Well, you didn't need pills this time.
I didn't need pills this time, thank you. Slay.
Slay.
Slay. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
No. No, this is not a cheap Pornhub clip, okay?
Wow, is that what you think of me?
I mean, there are probably expensive Pornhub clips out there.
Somewhere.
I'm sure there's a lot of pro porn stuff that gets posted on Pornhub.
There's
Yeah.
there's just very, like, what if we put our own videos on Pornhub?
I mean, there are a lot of non-porn videos on Pornhub.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, very well could. Oh man, who do you want to be this time?
I don't have a preference. Pick your poison.
I think I've been just about everyone, except for Vicky. I took your main girl.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with Vicky.
Alright. You allowing other people to like Vicky?
I allow other people to like Vicky
Okay.
as long as she's in agreement with that, because you have to be consensual.
Have to let everyone have their turn.
Everybody has to agree on it.
Yes. Okay, so do you know what thing you haven't gotten yet?
Since it's not my turn, I can't tell you.
Oh, that's right. Okay. We've been to the Troll gas station all the time.
We've been there multiple times.
Multiple times. We'll go to the regular motel since I don't know what's here. So we'll have
Regular people.
Really?
I mean, if it's a regular motel, I'm assuming it's just regular people.
Yeah, probably. Time to choose which mundane activity to do before going to sleep. Surely Polly and Scott will find a way to make it weird. Watch some TV, order some pizza, get ready for bed. Let's just watch some TV. You're not quite ready for bed yet, so you decide to watch some TV. Sadly, your motel doesn't have any streaming services, so you're stuck watching cable like some 18th century peasant. One channel is playing a reality show where the contestants are tiny people literally trapped inside your TV. Please don't change the channel, they beg. We're so hungry. We've been waiting for... boring. What else is on? Change to the Snakes and Ladders TV adaptation. One aloof man says to another, "Chaos is a ladder, my old friend. Perhaps the only ladder out there. Ah, and ladders. Ladders are also a ladder." The other super serious person responds, "Indeed. Our dreams and hopes resting at the top. So close.
Sounds like some stupid Rick and
I wouldn't
Morty
be
Yet so
TV
far."
show.
Kinda. What a cruel world plagued with snakes who will betray you and make you slide down their slippery bodies. This is a world of snakes and ladders. I said the thing! The show seems complicated. Is there anything else to watch? Next channel is the Mer Kingdom, totally objective news station. In today's news, all trespassers who breach the surface will be beheaded. Dolphins, orcas, and other mammals will need to apply for a temporary surface residence permit. A fucking bureaucracy. Vicky, can you find a channel that isn't totally lame?
Yeah, Vicky.
A decomposing possum carcass is the most popular miniseries right now. Nonsensical, but full of twists. A marathon of very
How
serious...
is that full of twists?
all the worms, you know? You gotta, like, maybe it's like betting. Like, betting, like, how long it's gonna take for the possum to, you know, decay and decompose. Maybe something like that, I don't know. A marathon of very weird Japanese Scott snacks commercials. Surely it'll make you crave some. And dark arts and crafts with Melkor the Ancient and the kids. What's that one? Hiya kids, says the warlock on screen, or as we say in my realm, glory to the archdemons, comrades. Who's ready for some dark arts and crafts with your buddy Melkor? Me, I'm ready, pick me. We're ready, says the kids in haunting unison. What are we making today?
Scott is good at macaroni art.
Yeah, we saw that last time. What are we making, Melkor? I have to know. We're making voodoo paper dolls. For this craft, you'll need a bit of glue, some construction paper, and the DNA of someone you wish to destroy. But before we get to crafting, do you know, kids, now... Do you kids know what time it is? Sacrifice time, the kids cheer. It sure is. Everyone draw a popsicle, and the person with the shortest stick gets to be today's sacrifice to the archdemons of Crafteroth. Young Toby draws the short stick. It's always Toby. The kids sing a song while drawing a pentagram with sidewalk chalk. Then they proceeded to stab Toby repeatedly to release his sweet sacrificial blood. They all laugh and splash in the blood piles. Joy! Fantastic job, kids. The archdemons are appeased, and our crafts can commence. You're growing up to be excellent warlocks one day. Vicky, can we do the crafts here, pretty please? You're pretty sure practicing these dark arts and crafts will take a toll on your soul, but you can't say no to those puffy eyes. You lose 2 soul from the unspeakable things you do with scissors, glitter, and glue, but you gain 2 magic from the magic of friendship, and also from all the black magic you practice.
Okay, it says I need soul and money.
Okay. Well, we just lost soul, but we could still do both.
Oh, looks like we can try for money. I mean, we start with money, so.
True.
Roadside
Wig Museum. I think that's new.
I haven't been there before.
Neither have I. I'm pretty sure that's new.
Wigs of every color, shape, and style, from the afro to the updo, are on display here. Thanks, Scott. You never knew there was such a rich history to artificial hair. There are plenty of things to check out at the museum. You decide to A, check out the exhibition, B, attend the kids tour, or C, visit the gift shop. The kids tour. That's hype. We don't want money down.
Yep.
Let's go with the question mark. Screw it.
Sure.
You, Polly, and Scott enjoy wandering around the magical wigs for the fabulous exhibition. Keep saying expedition.
Expedition. That's what. It's a Dan said. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it was Aaron. Whenever they were going on Janine Garofalo's expedition.
Okay, I'm tired of staring at these wigs. Let's try something on. Please do not try on the wigs, ma'am, says the employee, or I'll be forced to call security. If we can't try them on, at least let me eat them. I'm hungry, and the big powdered wig looks like cotton candy. If you eat the wigs, I'll definitely need to call security. What about the wig here? The sign says has arcane powers incomprehensible to any mortal. I'm not mortal, well, anymore. Let me comprehend them. The employee sighs and clicks a button on his pocket, and you are all forcibly carried to the next room by security guards. This sucks, Brian. How the hell are we supposed to have fun here if we can't touch stuff and eat stuff or fuck around with forbidden magic? Great question. You don't know much about having fun at a museum yourself, but you know a lot about bothering people who want to be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
You look around the exhibition and decide who to pester for your entertainment.
Did you say exhibition, right?
I said it correctly this time. The curious fellow who seems to be really into wigs, or this dandy, suave gentleman who looks quite heisty. That could be money.
Could be.
It could be money.
That's up to you. It's your decision.
Said gentleman moves closer to you, casually eavesdropping and fiddling with his attaché case.
Ooh. French.
I look heisty. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Guess we misjudged you. Sorry about... Okay, you got me. I'm here to do a heist and steal the magic wigs in the exhibition. Now, now that you know, do you want to join my heist crew? Sure. The gentleman takes you outside to a black van parked out front. He opens the back doors to reveal a bunch of people inside. The big fella here is Tony Macaroni. He's our muscle. He's bald, as you can see, and he really wants a nice, expensive wig to cover it up. There's Miss A, Pier, the master of disguise. She can turn into anyone.
Miss up here.
Miss up here. Oh, okay. I thought the period was the end of a sentence. My bad. Her only weakness is not having enough wigs until today. And that's codename Hard Drive. They're our hacker. Also our getaway driver. We're a small team of wig heist enthusiasts, so we wear multiple hats. But soon we will wear multiple wigs. The magical wigs we steal today will be the crown jewels of our collection. Once we've harnessed their power, we'll be able to steal all the wigs we brought. Solid team, bro. What's the story behind your wig obsession anyway? It's all part of a mysterious past. Wig-wearing femme fatales fill my backstory, but that won't be fully explored until this heist sequel. Anyway, as for you two, your code names are Big Puppy and High Spirits, and you'll play a vital role of being the distraction. Lit! I'm really good at being distracting. I have pom-poms and confetti grenades in Scott's pockets whenever you're ready to go. No. Your job is already over. You see, I needed you to help me distract the audience while the real heist leader finished grabbing the goods. The suave gentleman takes off his hyper-realistic silicone master reveal. Miss up here. Gasp! The real leader jumps in the back of the van with a bag full of magical wigs. We couldn't have done this without you. Here's your cut of the spoils and burner phone. Be in touch. Hard Drive, we're ready to go. Hard Drive speeds off as the leader shouts, "Arrivederci" from the van. Yeah, we did it. I mean, we didn't really do anything, but we somehow did it anyway, which is the best way to do stuff. You lose 2 soul from committing a crime, but you gain 2 magic from the magic wigs. Duh.
Nice.
Okay, that's not what I thought was going to happen, but okay.
I mean, we got magic wigs.
I don't need magic. I need money or something.
Yeah, it's fine. You came here today to answer the age-old question: do aliens exist? Who knows if you'll see any today, but at least it'll be fun to hang out with the other UFO spotters. So besides watch the stars and swap extraterrestrial conspiracy theories, what do you want to do? We'll make some tinfoil hats to get our soul. You come upon a huge gathering of UFO spotters. You see lots of telescopes, constellation charts, and Jefferson Airplane CDs going around. Okay. You also see Kale and Abdu. Sup, guys? I didn't know you were all into UFO sightings. Hey, bros, we're just on a road trip and decided to stop by. There's so many people with cool telescopes here. That's not all they got. UFO spotters have surprisingly diverse interests. Want us to give you the grand tour? Over there are the IT crowd. They're the popular spotters who know all the latest end-of-the-world prophecy gossip. It's by the creek can test what chemicals the man is putting in the water. There's the chemtrail spotters, the alien abductee support groups, the vehicle enthusiasts who know all the different UFO types. What about those shiny guys over there? Are they UFO cosplayers or something? Those are the tinfoil hat fashionistas. They know all the latest fashion trends on how to protect your thoughts. What are they protecting the thoughts from? From the government, of course, the fashionistas scoffed. Do you really want Big Brother in your head reprogramming your thoughts? Oh no, I didn't even know I had a big brother, let alone that he was taking all my favorite thoughts away. I have so few to spare. It's okay, Scott. Don't listen to those well-dressed weirdos. Of all the shit the government might be doing, stealing your thoughts isn't one of them. Hey, if they were, wrapping your head up like a burrito wouldn't do anything to stop it. But now I'm nervous. Making me nervous too, man. This anxiety's totally harshing my buzz. Damn, if we don't calm Scott down, we're gonna have some paranoid stoners on our hands. Vicky, can you help him protect his mind somehow? There are bodyguards that must also be mind guards for hire, right? Or protect your most valuable thoughts by flooding your brain with tons of useless ones. I do that anyway. So...
No thoughts, head empty.
Extremely empty. Yeah, that could work. You just need to find someone with useless thoughts to spare and fill your head with them. Dude, all Kale and I have are useless thoughts. Getting high and learning inane facts about niche hobbies is our specialty. How do you think we got into ufology and aliens in the first place? So what do you want to know? I could tell you the history of the lotion, every subspecies of cricket, all the regional variants of the word pussy in Italian. Oh, how about I tell you all the minute of baking a perfect loaf of bread? I was really craving bread last night and ended up on a boggle deep dive for 9 hours. Oh my god, dude, I did the same thing. Well, that's crazy. Are we like mind melded or what? Are you sure you two weren't just hanging out last night and doing the same activity together? That does make more sense. Sorry, my memories of time and place are pretty much replaced with bread facts. Yeah, this will definitely work. So to break bread, you need flour, sugar, a plastic scraper, and a Dutch. Where's this going? Sidebar.
With
the
this
Dutch-
game, you never know.
And sidebar, the Dutch. Yeah, that's true. We dated a kaiju last time.
We did date a kaiju last time,
That was amazing.
and we successfully dated said kaiju.
Did we mate with it?
You don't think date is the right
No.
word?
Well,
That is not what you did.
I think what we did is we hit a home run and we skipped all the
we
bases.
hit a home run.
We skipped every single base and went right to the home plate.
Yeah, we skipped all the bases. We just went from home to home.
This goes on for a long time. Soon all your thoughts of road tripping and stat gaining are replaced by stretch and fold kneading and fermentation techniques. You lose your mind from all the actually useful info your brain throws out to make room for bread facts. But Kale and Abdu have a great time talking, and it's nice to see your friends be passionate about something. You gain 2 soul. Nice. Rundown Motel or an art exhibition?
Hey, money. Let's go get money
Money.
from art.
Money, money, money.
Money. Art is beautiful. Art is emotion. Art is raw, unfiltered exploration of the monster condition.
Interesting.
Art is apparently painting a white stripe on a blue canvas, charging $40 million for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get cultured. What do you do at the art exhibition? Well, we want to make money, so we're going to interpret the art. We are going to be
Yeah.
art critics and talk bullshit out of our asses.
Let's do it.
Greetings, my friends.
Hey,
Greetings, my friends. Did I hear that you're seeking to do some art interpretation? Yeah, you heard right. And if there's anyone here who knows how to interpret art, it's Liam. Or, to put it another way, if there's anyone here who's know-it-all enough to tell other people how to interpret art, it's Liam. Interpreting fine art takes a sensitive soul, a keenly trained eye, and centuries of studying different schools of art. Nah, looking at art is easy. You just play fuck, marry, kill with it.
What?
Jeez. Have you never heard of fuck, marry, kill before?
No, I have. But how do you do that with art?
I'd take 3 pieces of art and decide if you want to fuck it, marry it, or kill it. I don't
Okay,
know.
fair.
Yeah, you get points if you have the best reason for what option to choose, because as we all know, art and sports are the same.
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You've got to be kidding me. Art interpretation is so much more complex than playing fuck, marry, kill. Oh yeah? Then why are there so many famous art pieces about sex and murder? Checkmate. Liam opens his face hole to argue some more. But then you're tapped on the shoulder by a stranger.
They don't even call it his mouth.
Yeah.
His face hole.
Pardon my interruption, but I'm in a dire need of advice. I'm an eccentric billionaire here to buy a painting, but I can't make up my mind. You all seem like experts in art interpretation, and I was hoping you could help me decide. You've come to the right vampire dancer. Let me offer you my services. We'll kindly write a 30-page dissertation on which piece you should buy. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you misunderstood. I was just wondering if you could look at this painting here and tell me if you would fuck, marry, or kill it.
Yep.
You've got this shit. You take the good look at the art, you choose.
This is great.
Fucking game, man.
Not as good as the kaiju, but honestly close.
I don't think I'd fuck it. I don't think that's hot enough to do that. I think it's chaotic enough to maybe kill it, but it could also be exciting enough to marry.
What about this piece is exciting to you?
I mean, it looks like some of the blocks are falling over, like somebody tipped them off the orange, Tetris line at the bottom. So it's getting exciting. No, maybe you would just want to fuck it and then just leave, friends with benefits kind of thing. Just that one time and then leave.
Fuck on the
Maybe it's
first
not
date.
worth killing because that's a lot of work, and then you have to hide the blocks.
I guess it's true. You have to.
So maybe it's a little too
yeah.
exciting to marry.
Well,
So maybe I'll just.
the thing is, like, out of these three, two of them are legal, and one of those two can be illegal.
So we're not talking about the legality of it, really.
Well, suppose. But if we're saying we gotta hide the blocks, if we kill it, then there's some legality going
I
on
mean,
in
that's.
there.
It's not. Again, there's that statement from earlier. It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
You have a point.
So if I end up successfully hiding all the blocks, it's fine. Nobody will know.
I guess it's true. What do you think?
I definitely don't want to marry it.
Okay.
It just doesn't do anything for me.
Okay.
I might fuck it. I
Mhm.
might kill it. Both are exciting.
Mhm.
I think I'll fuck it.
Okay.
Mama like it.
Totes. Brian's right. This is obviously a fuck piece. Thank you, Polly. 10 points to Brian. You're killing the art ball, bro. Of course. Art is, of course, created to be admired. It's the sublimation of the artist's most raw carnal expressions, and thus, it is made to be fucked. Ugh. I hate that. That makes perfect sense. Brian, you visionary, you've earned 2 money for your help. Would you perhaps like to fulfill this art's purpose
Oh.
together? Whoa, you're inviting Brian to tag team a painting with you? That rules. Oh, crap.
What if you get paint on your dick?
Getting paid to fuck a painting. The billionaire speaks to the museum staff who lead the two of you in your painting to a black door called the painting fuck room. So that's what these are for. Who has a painting fuck room?
This museum.
Apparently, this is what being rich is all about: spending exorbitant sums on frivolous items, commodifying beauty, and doing weird sex shit in museums.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely strange, but you've been in plenty of weird, sexy situations, so why not hump a painting with a rich guy? Turns out to be surprisingly fun, though you do lose 2 stamina. Makes sense for once.
Yeah. Why do you always get the weird ones?
I do.
Yeah, fair.
Let's see what the
Oh, you're
toughest
first.
spot is.
She has mad chess skills. Oh, I've got to hear this. What can I tell you about good old chess? Castle early, control the center, create a favorable pawn structure. I'll take notes. Look, the best thing you can do is read theory and then play. Play, and then play some more. You need to exercise your chess muscle until the patterns and concepts transcend from reason to intuition. That's my trick, really. I've been playing chess with my mom since forever, and she happens to be a grandmaster. She and I are so different. She's such a calm, collected woman. I love her. And with our personalities being written in completely different languages, chess has become our common denominator, our shared space. We find each other in chess, and I think we get to understand each other through chess. So yeah, being raised by a chess grandmaster definitely helps. Totally, I'll say. Nowadays, I only seek out challenging high-stakes matches where it can get very boring very quickly. I've developed a trick, though. To combat boredom, that is, I build stories and personalities for my pieces, and then I play accordingly. My by knight is secretly in love with my phi bishop. What's phi mean?
I don't know.
Oh my god. I must move the knight close to its lover and be ready to sacrifice it to save the bishop. So I focus on all these little stories and whatnot, and that way I don't get bored by an otherwise too
Oh, it's
easy
B1
match.
and F1.
Oh, B1 and F1. Okay, so we're talking about the squares. Okay.
Yes.
Don't tell Liam. I always need to do this when I'm playing against him, and I suspect he thinks he's putting up a fight based on how focused I seem. It's cute. Silly Liam. Yes, a silly Liam. Anyway, yeah, I do love chess. Next week, all resources, gains, and losses from events are increased by 1. Okay.
Yep. Who do we got? Amira or the Moss Man?
Oh, do you want to talk to? Is that the guy that does all the rumors?
Yeah, on the second one. So we'll
Your
get
pick, I
random
mean.
source up and random source down, or highest stat up and lowest stat down. Amir. Invite Amir to join your road trip. Yeah, baby, I'm the ultimate hitchhiker. All right. Dun-dun-dun. We're trying to get money, but we have magic right now. Oh,
Money, money, money.
you're up again.
Money. The Gothic Manor or the
The
Kite Tournament. Hey, we can make money at the Kite Tournament.
Let's go.
Whoa, what a pretty mountain. Want to smash that or what? I'll be your wing woman. Smash a whole mountain? Go Scott.
Mhm.
This tournament is serious business. Competitors from all walks of life have trained hard for this. You've got prodigies from kite flying clans, kite flying gurus, athletes of ancient kite flying techniques, and then there's you, who's pretty much just here for the drama. What do? We make money by placing bets.
Yeah.
It's about half an hour before the tournament starts, and you find a crowd secretly placing bets on who they think will win. Hey, strangers, I'm looking to get into the underground gambling scene. Who's everybody betting on? I'm betting my money on Chio, the lonesome kite, says one gambler. He's a master swordsman. What?
What?
What? Yeah.
that to do
what
with
does that
anything?
kites? What
Yeah.
else what does the swordsman have to do with being a good kite flyer? Actually, both sports require you to train your fluidity, aerodynamicism, precise motions, pose holding, and upper arm strength. Oh, Scott, you truly are the sports expert here. Should I put my money on Chio then? Wait, you want to gamble? Isn't betting on sports, like, tournaments illegal? Would you believe me if I said no? Sure. And it's not. Okay, well, I wouldn't bet on Chio. If I had to pick, I'd narrow it down to these two competitors. I'd say one of them will win the tournament for sure. Sweet, then let's bet on... The Kite Knight, a valiant kite hero, favorite of the masses, and predictable winner of all of this, or FJ, the bastard who literally controls wind. Cheating is just a shortcut to winning. Let's go with FJ.
Okay.
FJ takes the floor to an ovation of booing, heckling, and loogie hockeying. Ugh.
Ugh.
Sup,
Oh,
haters?
he gets a whole thing.
Thanks for coming to witness my latest crushing victory. This competition will be a breeze. Is being able to control wind really cheating in an anime sport tournament? I thought having special powers was like par for the course. Yeah, the wind thing isn't huge foul, but FJ is known for other forms of cheating too, like sabotaging people's kites and shuffling schedules so certain competitors miss their time slots. He's even slept with other competitors' spouses so they'll be demoralized to play. Ah, damn. Yeah, that's definitely cheating in any sense of the word. It is, but at least your winning bet is a short, especially when FJ just whips out a gun and shoots the other guy's kite in the final round. Seriously, are the referees not going to do anything about him? Did he, like, sleep with them too, or what? He did. At least you get 3 money for betting on FJ. You're not exactly popular for betting on the cheater, though, so you lose 3 soul.
Awesome. Now I need to find some soul before we lose
Yes,
it all.
you do.
Well. Well,
What's it gonna be,
I
big
guess,
boy?
I guess some stamina. Or this
Oh,
is happening
breakdown.
now. Pull up next to a broken down bus on the side of the road. It's full of preteen girls all yelling in shrill, pubescent tones. Calm down, ladies. Never fear, Amir Rashid is here to help. Oh, thanks, but we don't need help. We're just waiting for the mechanic to come fix our bus so we can get to the synchronized swimming championship. You're on your way to a synchronized swimming championship? That rules! Are y'all ready to stomp ass, take home gold, and learn about friendship and teamwork along the way? No, we're never gonna win. We suck. And Emily doesn't even want to swim because she picked today to finally get her period.
Who cares, Chloe? I'm a grown-up now. I'm above childish games like synchronized swimming. I'm ready for all that exciting adult stuff instead, like mortgages and pension plans. Oh,
Wow.
that is a doll. Emily, if you ditch us, I'll be ready for adult stuff like bashing your head in with a pipe. What the
Okay.
fuck, Catherine? She's just mad at oh, that reminds me, you gotta finish Catherine sometime. She's just mad at Emily because Jeremy asked her to the school dance. What? This bitch gets to have her period and Jeremy? Whatever. We all know he only likes you because you have a trampoline in your backyard and you told him he could use it. Well, seriously, Emily, you let Jeremy jump on your trampoline on the first date? What a hussy. Stop it, all of you. This is how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go. Every sports anime I've ever seen has taught me that this is a big moment where you all set aside your differences, become a well-oiled competition crushing machine. So stop yelling and start setting
Whoa,
aside your
Mira.
fucking differences already.
Jesus.
I think if the girls just had something they could bond over, they'd be able to focus on that and work together as a team.
Okay, sure. It can't be that hard to get 4 ragingly hormonal preteens to bond over something. Any ideas, Vicky? Bond over common interests such as synchronized swimming? Bond over a heartwarming B-plot. A lovely retired old lady joins the team and you all must come together and train her. There's nothing more bonding than committing a crime together, like stealing a potato or killing a man. Or killing a man stealing his delicious potato.
What?
Okay. We'll go with the middle option. Yeah, a charm B-plot that combines the epicness of training montages with the warmth of intergenerational friendship would work. Where are we gonna find an old lady who just happens to want to join a synchronized swimming team full of preteen girls? Well, actually, you've got one right here. No way, bus driver Gertrude? Yes, truthfully, I only applied to be your bus driver because I have always secretly dreamt of becoming a real synchronized swimmer. I spent years driving you all to your matches, listening to you talk, and memorizing your swimming techniques. I think I've got the basics down, and I even picked up on your dank teenager slang.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, train your Gertrude. Go grab a swim cap. Oh, thank you. This would be utterly baller. Then watch a training montage of the girls teaching their bus driver anything they know about synchronized swimming, which, truthfully, isn't that much. Preteens aren't exactly famous for being master athletes, but they all still learn a lot about each other, themselves, and how loud the sound of old joints cracking underwater is.
Jesus.
Is that true?
I hope not.
You gain 2 soul, hey, for helping them bond, but you also lose 2
Hey, we
hype.
needed that.
Yeah, we did. Since training an elderly woman to be a synchronized swimmer isn't exactly the definition of thrill. That's okay. Everyone at some point wonders what it's like to be a movie star. You still don't know what that's like. You're just a humble road tripper trespassing on a movie set. But this might be the closest you ever get to Hollywood, so make the most of it now. What do? Let's pillage the set buffet. You find a sandwich buffet table and gain 3 stamina eating your fill when you notice a nearby bush. Looks like somebody left a set piece over here. Anyway, you guys think they've got an open bar anywhere? I am not set piece, it's me, Cameron
Is that a chameleon?
Yeah, you remember him from camp?
No, I've never met him before.
What? No, you have.
I didn't play Monster Camp that much to meet him.
Oh, no, you I'm sure you did.
Once.
Once?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's Flodge from he did the Camp Scouts.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Fooling you once again with my incredible powers of camouflage. Hey, Councilor Flodge, what are you doing away from summer camp? I don't know councilors were allowed to leave the campgrounds. Contrary to popular belief, councilors have lives too. I also use my amazing disguises to sneak onto movie sets and beg for a job in wardrobe. Hey, the director shouts at all you. Quit standing around, freeloaders. I already wanted you to make me a sandwich 10 minutes ago. Not it! Let's go back to impersonating Bush. Make the director a sandwich because you have no spine. The director eats his sandwich and immediately chokes on it and dies. Holy shit. Rats! Sighs the producer. That's the 3rd one this year. Well, congrats, kid. You killed him. You get to take his place. You're the director now. Wait, that's all it takes to be
Wait,
director?
what?
Vicky doesn't even have any training or education in filmmaking. And I don't have any fucks to give about that. Here's the script, Vicky. Decide what movie you want to make and yell at actors until it happens. Wow, pressure's on. What do you take as inspiration for your new movie? All art comes from suffering. Find inspiration in that terrible time you had to call for a pizza and engage in actual monster interaction with the stranger. Hard workers work hard. Smart workers outsource. Consult the muses. I like that one a bit more. Ooh, great idea. I've got one of the muses on speed dial. You wouldn't believe how many cloud sound musicians I've met who invoke them on the reg. Polly goes out her phone and makes the call. Calliope, what's up, girl? Oh my Zeus, is that Polly? I missed you. How's your novel coming along? Sent you my line edits. I read them. They were super helpful. I'm actually calling for my friend Vicky. She just killed the director and inherited his movie, lol. Since you're a muse and stuff, do you have any inspiring ideas for what the movie should be about? Oh, you should make your movie about corgis. I binge watched a ton of viral corgi videos last night. They're so cute and fluffy. Okay, what should the corgis do in the movie? I don't know. Corgi things? You could put them in funny frog hats. Corgis and frog hats are so cute. There isn't really a lot to go on. It is, trust me. I'm a fucking muse, okay? I can perceive aesthetics or whatever. I know what makes a good movie, and it's corgis. Well, it doesn't make much sense, but at least Calliope's suggestion saves you from having to do any creative thinking of your own. You found the most adorable and totally plotless corgi movie of the year, but lose 3 magic calling collect to Mount Olympus. Okay. That's fine.
Take this slow.
Oof, we need to get some soul.
Well, yeah. with the mirror.
Money up, money down? Question mark.
I mean,
Soul.
soul or money, which we would be getting money anyways if we went and got soul because of
Really?
Amira. Yeah, Amira
Oh,
gives us one of our highest and gets rid of one of our lowest. So we'd still get 1 money anyway.
okay. That's something, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reptile variety.
we've been here
show.
before.
Let's use the one we haven't done. So we haven't done the improv iguanas, but we need the soul, so we need the charming snakes.
Yeah, we can just.
So we're
skip
just
to
gonna.
there they are. Still very charming as always.
I don't know why that snake has abs, but
You know what? Because he works out.
clearly.
Painted them right on.
That
So
too.
we did the cruise last time, so let's
Okay.
do the deprogramming mongooses.
Okay.
You call up mongoose psychiatrist who specializes in deprogramming people who've been charmed by snakes or snake-led cults. I see how it is. You're jealous of our snake boyfriends, so you went and found a mongoose to smooch? Get your own thing for once, Brian. You're wrong, says Dr. Mongoose. I'm here to save you from these cold reptilian bastards masquerading as good boyfriends. He's just jealous of us, sweetie. Ignore him and show me that sexy move where you fit your whole head into my unhinged jaw. It's a bad idea.
It's a great idea.
Listen, I've dealt with cases like these dozens of times. These charming snakes will kiss you, caress you, even promise you the world, but it's all a lie. Snakes do not make healthy romantic partners. They'll get you into their vice grip, then suddenly you're backsliding into the pits of their hungry mouths. I can build you a ladder to get out of that pit, but it's much better if I teach you how to build your own metaphorical ladder. Yeah, but I like 3 tabs of I did like 3 tabs of acid before we got here, and Scott is Scott. Good luck teaching us anything right now. Dr. Mongoose pinches his adorable little snoot exasperatedly. Ugh, fine. Looks like it's time for Plan B. He starts swatting Scott and Polly with a rolled up newspaper. Snakes are bad. Snakes equal bad. Associate this pain with snakes, both of which are bad. Ow! Stop swatting me, Mr. Mongoose. I didn't even pee on the carpet or anything. The newspaper therapy fails to take hold, so Dr. Mongoose finally resorts to Plan C, which is apparently just eating the snakes.
I'm so surprised that this occurred. Oh, shock.
No, Samuel, he promised to take me to see Pompeii. His promises were empty, unlike his belly, laughs Dr. Mongoose. You're cured. My methods never fail, especially my method of just eating the snakes. Don't worry, Brian. Once Polly and Scott stop crying over their boyfriends' deaths, they'll see how right you were. May have been a long, boring -3 hype way of doing it, but you gained +3 soul for saving your friends all the same.
Nice. And now we need hype.
Now we need hype.
Well, you know, it's a balancing act, so it makes sense. Hey, there's some hype at Doom's Diner. Let's go. You read about this diner in a listicle of the top 10 most cursed restaurants you should never ever visit. Obviously, you took that as a challenge. Seriously, after all the dark magic you messed with over the years, you think you can handle a diner. Now that you're here, what do? Let's use the jukebox. You'll enter the diner and approach the jukebox to play some tunes. But before you can pick a song, your eerie waiter shows up to ruin your good time. I wouldn't touch that if I were you. You were us? When were you us? I never noticed. Scott, it's okay. Gerard, stop confusing Scott with your past conditional tenses and be of service here. We're obviously not you, because unlike you, we're cool and fun and sexy, which means we're gonna play some music. You think you're better than me? Ha! Cool, fun, and sexy has nothing on stressed, depressed, and hot in a sickly Victorian child way. Besides, I'm trying to do you a favor. The reason you shouldn't use the jukebox is because it's cursed. Ha! The only cursed thing here is this picture I found of a squirrel that ate a whole melon. How did the squirrel manage to fit a whole melon in its body, Gerard? It shouldn't be anatomically possible, Gerard! Look at the squirrel, Gerard! Stop. Your bubbly stream of nonsense is cursed enough already. Go ahead and use the jukebox. It's your funeral. No, it's not. My funeral was in a way cooler diner. Vicky, choose a dope curse track to play. Go full DDR and do Valkyrie Dimension and Beethoven Virus back to back. 10 uninterrupted hours of the happy birthday. How is that hype? I'll go with that one. The
Is
top
the
one.
happy birthday song or hype song?
I mean, we're gonna get a hype anyways. So how would 10 hours of birthday be hype? Anyways, as soon as you hit play, all the lights in the diner go out. Demonic arrow-shaped sigils appear at your feet. The devilish chimera song begins, and you dance faster than ever before. Your feet are a frenzied blur. What a tragic affair. The song is two of the hardest DDR tracks ever created, magically stitched together by a sinister necro dancer. Even I would never create a curse so despicable. The only
Necro dancer.
The only dance moves I condone are the headbang and the stoic lighter sway anyway. Whoa, intense. How long is Vicky gonna be dancing for? Who knows? You can't stop dancing. You dance out of the diner. You dance all day, every day, carelessly. You dance your way into your dream job. You dance during your wedding vows. You have children, and you and your beautiful family dance together. You grow old, and you're diagnosed with terminal dancing syndrome, and your doctor is also dancing. You only have 6 months left to live. 6 months left to dance. You make the most of that time until you begin to see the light, and you dance toward it, ready at last for rest. Light clears, and you're lying on the diner floor. Everyone is staring at you. Then they burst into applause. OMG, Vicky, you broke the curse. You broke it with your sick, nasty moves. You gain 3 hype for bringing me such a hard-ass two-headed song, but lose 3 stamina because this was too much dancing for one day, maybe for one life. Nice.
I mean, you see me play DDR. It's pretty exhausting.
That's how it is. It's a lot of pressing buttons with your feet. Dun,
Let's
dun,
see what
dun,
the
dun,
prettiest
dun.
spot is.
Yeah, I've been looking for an apartment with Scott. Damien might join us, who knows? But for now, it's just me and the good boy. But wow, looking for an apartment has been a trip, even weirder than this one. Really? We're setting a high bar, so you must be really weird then. Absolutely. The prices, the conditions, the people. Okay, listen to this. There was this one apartment where the owner required us to join his
That
reggae
smug-ass
band
face.
to rent from him. And another one who strictly forbade us from consuming ketchup while renting. Ketchup? But why? It's a matter of principle, she said. Still no idea what the fuck that meant. There was also this one without a bathroom that offered to sell us a shit bucket separately.
No way.
A shit bucket? Yeah, and still better than a basement we found that was being rented out. Let me tell you, that basement was either used for sexual reasons, criminal reasons, or
Yikes.
both. Dang, girl, this is truly a whole parade of yikes after yikes. Wow, I needed to share that good old venting. Long story short, finding a good apartment for us to rent is taking some time. But hey, it makes the journey more entertaining, and I'm sure we'll find the right place eventually. Yeah, you got this.
Talk to Amira. Video games. Video games are the fucking best. The thrilling explosion of noise and color, the challenge of mastering something new, and the possibility of kicking someone's ass is always a plus. I zip zap kapow. You really like video games, huh? You betcha. Video game tournaments have given me some of my most epic moments in my life, Vicky. I made it to the finals of one recently. What a day! The commenter called our nicknames. Everyone made room for us to walk into the stadium like we were living legends. I locked eyes with my opponent. We shook hands in a true moment of sportsmanship, acknowledging each other's worth. The calm before the storm. And what a fucking storm it was! Everyone was in utter awe as we both pulled off impossible combos, the incredible results of years of training. I was a wildfire to control, Vicky, and no one could put me out. I felt invincible. You could say that even if it was for just one day, I truly became a shonen protagonist. Winning the tournament must have felt incredible. Winning? Not it was close, but I lost in the end. What? No way! Yeah, oh. Yes, way.
Yes, way.
God, look at that face.
I
Ugh.
know, she's just so depressed.
But it's okay. Defeat only makes me stronger, for heroes are not defined by victories or defeats, but by every time they stand up after they fall. That's what really makes me a protagonist. And who knows, maybe next time will be the time I win. Icky Vicky. Agreed, Annie. I'll be rooting for you, Amira. You spend the rest of the night playing some video games on Amira's portable console. Amira destroys you, but it's super fun nonetheless. Nice.
You get to go first.
Yeah. Week
Oh, it was
3.
money and soul, so we're obviously not getting soul.
Soul, but yeah, we can do. That's why we're doing money. We could use some hype. Doobie doobie doo, driving carelessly, nothing happening, and of course
And a
another
break-in.
thing. Probably just the just the narrator to come and say, hey, yes,
Hey, you're doing the money ending? Yes,
Yes.
we're doing the money ending. Thank you.
Weddings, the union of two or more soulmates,
Oh,
pledging
no,
life
not
and
this
love
again.
to each other for the rest of their days. You believe in that true love stuff? If not, at least weddings are a fun place to dress fancy and get drunk. They're also fun to crash, which is what you're doing now. Shh. So what do you want to do? Catch the... did we do this before? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I know we had the one where we were faking where we crashed it, and I was the killer the whole time. No, I was. That sort of thing.
Yeah, we'll do the Bretta bouquet. And yes, pray the blood. Time for the bouquet toss. You've been training your entire life for this moment. Damn, Vicky, you really want that bouquet. Let me guess, you're anxious to find that special someone and do the do. And here I thought you left your horny ways behind after the monster prom. And nope, you're Vicky, horny for life, if only because I said so, which means you need to catch that freaking bouquet.
That's my girl.
I don't get it. What does catching a bouquet of flowers have to do with finding love? Catching the bride's bouquet is a tradition. Whoever catches it will supposedly get married next. It's nonsense, but it's fun nonsense. Sounds cool. I've always wanted to have a hobby that combined romance and full contact sports. I just like how chaotic the whole thing is. Everybody's throwing down to catch some flowers because they really want a bone. It's awesome. Why it looks good? Because they're in like full-on suits and dresses. They do look good. I'm rooting for you, Vicky. Don't be afraid to tear a bitch's hair out to get that bouquet. Shit, the pressure's really on now. Not only to catch the bouquet, but to impress your friends too. You need a foolproof plan to snatch those flowers. Think of something. Plan a track on the bouquet so you never lose sight of it. Those flowers aren't going anywhere. Don't leave anything to chance. It's time to spend wish number 6 from the monkey's paw. Ask to catch that. God, yeah, he's the monkey paw. Yes. Remember that time you got a monkey's paw from a creepy old man in a dark magic shop? No. Well, that's what flashbacks are for. Happened upon the shop while you were walking to the supermarket to satisfy your late-night cheese doodle cravings. I've got something better than snack foods. I've got highly dangerous magical artifacts, like this monkey's paw. Interested? Totally, with something like that, you could wish for unlimited cheese doodles. No, don't wish for cheese doodles. This paw is only for big emergencies. Don't you know the consequences of using cursed magic? Jeez, you'd have a mind to wish for the paw to shut the old man up. But you promised to use it wisely and left, watching that shop turn to smoke. And now you're keeping your promise by wishing to catch a bouquet of flowers, a symbolic love gesture with little to no real meaning. Nice! Who wouldn't... Wouldn't it make more sense for Vicky to just wish on the paw to get married, if that's what she wants anyway? Let it go, Scotty. It's a waste of time trying to get Vicky to do things the logical way. You spend -3 magic to catch the bouquet. You gain 3 hype just be thankful smarts is not a stat you need in this game. Yeah, true.
True that.
Alright, so now we just need to survive this, I think we'll be fine, honestly.
We
Look
need
at our
to get to
stats.
25 though, right?
It's 25, that's right. I thought it was only 20. Okay, so we still have 5 more stats to go, but...
90s action movie city or the spa? Let's go to the action city.
Okay. Hey,
Or
another
what's it-
event. It's your turn. How you doing today, Annie, by the way?
Who, me?
No, Annie is,
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
You're good. Continue on.
You're driving along when you see a fire hydrant explode. An aquatic knight in full armor steps out of the geyser.
Whoa.
Halt, metal land horse.
It's a whale.
Come hither. I bid thine assistance in finding
No,
my
don't.
way post haste. He's asking you to pull over and give him directions. Oh, okay. You could have just said so. Good morrow. I am Brigadier Beluga, servant and soldier to the glorious Vanderbilt crown. Ah, that's cool. We went to school with Princess Miranda. Not to brag, but we're pretty tight with the Vanderbilts. Is thou so tight with the royal family that thou hast been given a quest upon which rests the fate of the entire Mer Kingdom? No, thank you, God. That sounds like a chore. Nay, 'tis an honor to aid Royal Commander Belanda in her latest brilliant war campaign. The commander is hard at work sieging aquariums and liberating the fish within to prepare for a full-scale invasion of this accursed dry land. Which thou didst not hear from me. I like the little red puffs
Blushes.
on his cheeks.
Mhm.
However, this latest siege is posing a unique challenge. Those scoundrels hath built an impenetrable wall around the border of the aquarium. I'm going out to aid the commander, but alas, I knowest not where to find the aquarium, nor do I even have a plan for whence I arrive. We can help you, bro. Couch says, leave no soldier... Oh, wait. Coach says, leave no soldier teammate behind. Brian, what should he do? What? What are you giving me that face for?
Kinda like
I gotta
Coach-
have an excuse to do Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Q agrees. He's just laughing.
That's good.
There's no need for confrontation at all. Just ask the workers holding the fort if they're billing these siege relaxed related extra. Yeah, I am turning into face. Jesus. A Trojan approach. Cook some hot dogs and send them a much needed hot dog vendor, but hide 1 or 2 Mer Kingdom soldiers inside the cart. I want to do hot dogs.
Okay.
Great idea, Brian. Any idea involving hot dogs is bound to work. 'Tis a good plan, but alas, I have no dogs, hot or otherwise. Don't worry, we have some hot dogs you can have. Anything to help you pull off a Trojan horse scam. Later at the battlefront. This is a brilliant plan. Mer Kingdom history will forever be changed by Commander Balana and the hot dogs that turn the tides of war. Huzzah! 'Tis a great honor to let the Vanderbilt princess take credit for my idea, which I myself stole from a stranger on the side of the road. Damn right. That said, it's too risky to stash you in the cart itself. We need a better hiding spot. Follow my lead. What is that? Is like a giant
Shit.
It's a giant
butcher's
Butcher knife,
butcher's
yeah.
cleaver, yeah, with like a cute little mace coming off of it. It's got a
It's
smiley.
like a morning star, but
It's got a smiley face on it.
No, I think it's like a sea slug.
It's like a spiny sea slug. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
sea urchin
Sea-
is what you're looking for.
There you go.
probably.
I blame him.
Yeah. I got slug on the mind from the art stream
Yeah.
yesterday.
Does Carter not look what is? Does not know what a sea urchin looks like.
I do.
He says he does.
I had slug on the mind from yesterday.
Yeah. What happened yesterday that put slug on your mind?
We were drawing a lot of a character that was a combination between a slug and a cat.
You were drawing characters. It's a combination between a slug and a cat.
Yeah,
What?
they're it's called Slug Cat. It's the protagonist of a video game. I don't remember
So there's
what's the game
there's
called
a
again.
major character from a video game named Slugcat.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me check what the name of the game is again.
Are you sure this is weird
Rain World.
versus what you've been playing?
Rain World. No, I didn't play it. Jay and other friends were playing it. It's called Rain World, and the original game came out in like 2017, and then it just got a DLC like last week, which is kind of crazy.
Well,
But
alrighty then. And I thought
I-
I played some weird.
I mean,
shit.
they said it was like extremely hard and kind of Dark Soulsy. I don't know if that's entirely true, but if
Okay,
it's also
hold on
on
a
sale right
second.
now for like $8. The base
What's
game
the name
is
of the game?
Rain World. It's on Steam. It's $8, but if you want to get the DLC adds it's like an expansion pass that adds a lot of stuff. It's like $13 for that. So together it'd be a little over 20.
Huh. It's weird.
Weird, but apparently it's good.
Okay.
We were drawing that a lot yesterday on stream.
Okay.
Anyways, continue on. Bit of a side
Belanda
note.
and Brigadier Beluga approach the hot dog vendor with a scalpel and a rag soaked in chloroform. Thanks again for volunteering to be the hot dog guy, soldier. We just need to sedate you real quick before you go in. Sedate me? Why? To receive thine tetanus shot. 'Tis mandatory procedure before a bloody battle. But I already had my tetanus shot. Did I ask? I'm your commander. I'll give you 10 tetanus shots if I damn well want to. Can't argue with that. And as soon as the soldier's asleep, Belanda cuts open his stomach to hide Brigadier Beluga in... What?
Okay.
That is not what I was expecting. That's not the kind of Trojan... Oh... Use this snorkel to breathe
Ew.
through his anus. When you hear him say hot dogs for sale, that's your cue to burst out of his stomach and attack. I shan't disappoint you, Commander. Glory to the Mer Kingdom.
I don't like this plan.
I don't like this plan either. The invasion goes swimmingly, and the Mer Kingdom takes another outpost. You gain +2 soul for helping, but you lose 2 stamina, giving away those hot dogs.
Oy.
This is a ravaged city. This is a city ravaged by heists, villains, government corruption, tough guys doing anything to rescue their daughters. A city like this needs a hero. Someone brave, bold, badass, preferably with a gun and some washboard abs. You're definitely not the hero that this city needs or deserves, but you're here now, so fuck it. What
That
do you...
is your usual solution to the issue.
Yeah.
In this game, yeah. Just fuck it. Both literally and figuratively.
Yep.
What do you want to do in the 90s style action fest? 90s car chase? 90s sudden explosion? Or 90s crawl ready vents? Ooh. Well, we can't do that because that's stamina. We don't want to lose any more stamina.
Yeah.
We're all right on hype, so let's find out what the question mark is.
Sure.
You're exploring a bit, dodging bullets in random shootouts and trying not to get run over by the hijacked police cars when you find your friend Dahlia. I don't think I can do Dahlia today. Oh my
That's
god.
okay.
Oh, hey guys, you must be highly specialized posse here to help me at the last minute, just as the action movie tropes foretold. Sure, let's go with that. What's up, girl? You're here to conquer something? No, I just stopped here to ask for directions, but then through a series of increasingly unlikely action-packed
It's Monster Road Trip.
I became the hero this city needs. Right now, I'm trying to deliver these disarm codes to City Hall before the dastardly Dr. Mediocre releases a deadly neurotoxin in the atmosphere. Oh no, that sounds bad. It is bad, right? It's very bad. I'm the only one who can stop it. But there's one problem. My car is parked across the street. Dun dun dun! So, yeah, get across the street and get to the car. Just remember to look both ways and hold an actual adult's hand if you're less than 10 years old or under 4 feet tall. No, you don't understand. In this city, crossing the street is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Watch. Dahlia throws a tomato in the street. It's immediately run over by 7 cars in a high-speed chase. Then it spontaneously explodes. Yeah, I see your point. Pedestrian safety does not seem paramount here. That's why I need your help. I can't save the city if I'm a muscular blue smear on the highway. What should I do, Brian? Why me? You were just talking to Polly and Scott. Why am I suddenly included?
Because you're always the one that comes with ideas.
I have terrible ideas. You don't want
They're
that.
great ones. What are you talking about?
What's the last great idea I came up with?
Talking to me.
Why is that great?
Because I like your company.
Then why do you only hang out with me on Saturdays?
Because I have a lot of friends. And I can't always be with all of them
Look,
at
I
the same
need you
time.
to stop being fucking popular, okay?
I mean,
Stop
you know,
having a life. Stop being popular.
at
I
least
need
we
you
talk
to become a
weekly. I can't remember
shut-in
the last time I
neat
talked to
who only
Zig or
talks to me.
Dan. We're all like, I talked to Frank earlier this week. 'Cause
Well,
we-
you can
we
always make
watched,
time and reach out to people from time to time.
I
You
guess,
don't have
yeah.
to wait for them to reach out to you.
Well, I mean, that's just how I am. I just, you know.
Well, you need to change that.
Well, I don't need to. What do you? I don't need to. I think it's fine.
No, but it's nice when you reach out to somebody rather than them always reaching out to you.
Well, yeah. I'll do that occasionally.
Do you, though?
You just say that because I don't do it to you.
You don't.
Because I see you every week at Saturdays.
Stupid excuse.
It's a very valid excuse. Continue on.
So do we want to hire an expert? Call
Uh,
professional chicken. You'll cross the road and maybe finally understand the chicken's elusive reasons for doing so. Or you can pray and then trick God into thinking it's very necessary for you to acquire the power of parting the sea of traffic.
I like
I
those
like
answers.
both of these.
Those are pretty good.
I really like both of these.
I kind of want to see what they do with God, though.
So I get to be Car Moses.
Sure.
Let's be Car Moses. Of course, religion, the de facto solution to all of life's insurmountable problems. You start screaming to the heavens for a deity's help. Stop. You shouldn't invoke the divine without at least giving them, like, a warning text. If you want divine intervention, why don't you just ask Zoe? Isn't she like an eldritch goddess or something?
It's true.
That's a great idea. You call Zoe. Brian, what's up? I'm halfway through a 10-hour Garfield creepypasta video compilation, so if we could keep this
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, you want eldritch powers? I mean, yeah, I could totally give them to you, but granting mortals infinite cosmic power could have pretty icky consequences. It's an emergency, you say? Okay, but is it a real emergency, or is it a Brian shenanigans? You, Zoe.
Gladly.
Like, this isn't just to fuck someone, is it? I respect the noble pursuit of horniness, but that's not quite an eldritch power scale emergency. No, I'm not trying to fuck anyone this time. This isn't a dating sim. Dang.
Yeah, this time it's not.
Fine. If you promise this is important, can you remind me of your email? Yep, it's brianstanktaint66669 at gmail.com. I already regret this. Okay, it's sent. I have to go now. If this all goes south, I wasn't involved, okay? It takes a few minutes for the email to arrive. Eldritch powers are a beefy attachment, but as soon as the message titled Power Forbidden Power LOL hits your inbox, sweet. You use your new +3 magic powers to part the sea of cars. You lose 3 soul for abusing Zoe's trust, but you save the city, so the end justifies the means.
Nice. That was fun. Stamina anywhere? No, but there is
Both of them have money.
Okay. We just need to not lose any stamina. Do you think you could do that?
That depends on how exciting you make things for me.
Yeah, true. I'll start gentle.
You'll start gentle, thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
I didn't know you ribbed yourself.
Well, hey, you know what? Hustle for the, I was gonna say hustle for the muscle, but that doesn't...
You have muscle?
Some. I have
Where?
some. On my
Where?
arms. On my arms! I use my arms a lot. You see how much I play... Well, not how much,
Jerking
but
off
like...
is not using your arms a lot.
Okay, well, if I do it a lot...
You just one arm.
And
you better be ambidextrous.
Oh well, it's, I mean, you've seen how good my.
I have not seen
my.
you
No, no, no,
masturbate,
no,
it's
no,
okay.
no, 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 no. You didn't let me finish. My my Beat Saber gameplay. You know, I can get to like 7 notes a second. That's not anything
Okay,
to scoff at. I'm not. Well, okay, Poke is like 14, but per second.
Poke's
like
older
notes.
than that.
I know he's older than that, but like 14 notes. He can hit like 14 notes per second. I mean, last time I checked, he was older than that. I don't know if that's changed any, but
You know, people get older every year, right?
Really?
Eventually, when you check in, he'll be a year
is that,
older.
is that
or more.
how it works?
Yes,
I
it
don't remember
does.
exactly. How old are you?
12.
When did that happen?
I've always been 12. I act like it.
Oh wow. Does Val know?
Yes, she knows I act like I'm 12. Isn't that right? The slow turn of the head and the stare down.
I also live here.
Exactly. That's why you know why I act like I'm 12.
I don't know why, but I know you do.
As long as there isn't any like weird. Anyway.
Oh, there's always something weird going on.
Well, I mean, you know, weird is the spice of life,
Yes.
as they say, isn't that right?
I mean, maybe.
It's like, what's the actual term? Not weird is the spice of life, but like something.
Polly's the spice of life.
Yeah. Anyways, you're alert to the dealership, mesmerized by the inflatable air dancers and bombastic signs full of exclamation points such as, "Buy today!" You don't even know why you're here. You don't need a new car, but such is the power of eye-catching marketing. And since you're here, you can go and do your usual weird shenanigans, why not? So it's gonna be Let's sell some cars. As you and your friends are borrowing the assorted cars, a nervous-looking gentleman approaches you and says, "Excuse me, do you work here?" "As far as you know, yes." "Great, can you help me choose a car to buy? There are so many options, I just can't make up my mind." See, like a like office worker zombie. "Absolutely, why not buy this gently used sports car? It's got stick shift, which I heard is on its way back." "I'm not sure about the color." "What's that to like about red? It's the color of wine, except when it's not." Yeah, but is it a true red? It looks more like a cinnamon, or maybe it's close to a blood orange. Or oh, God. How much storage space does this car have? The only measurement I know is Scott's. Want to see how many times I can fit in the trunk? No, thank you. I'm realizing storage space and color isn't so important. What's really bugging me is the number of wheels. I mean, 4 wheels is a classic number of wheels, but is it the number of wheels I really want on a car? "Vicky, step up and sell the car to this man before I find out if he fits in the trunk." Okay, there's got to be something you can do to get this guy to hurry up and buy the damn car. Sweeten the deal. If he buys the car, you can also have one of your kidneys. Lie and tell him the car looks crappy as a camouflage technique to adapt to the surroundings of a used car dealership. Its real form is a kick-ass battle robot from space. Yeah, let's go Transformers.
I was gonna say, let's not give the kidney away though. That's kind of useful.
Whoa, this is a battle robot from space? That's awesome! Yeah, totally. This used car is actually a refugee from the car robot Civil War devastating the planet, or Car Robot Planet. Really? Isn't the name of that planet a little on the nose? I mean, I'm a ghost named Polygeist, but you don't hear me crying. Fair enough. So what features does this car robot hybrid have? All kinds. It comes with battle lasers, a jetpack, 16-wheel drive, sentries of rage directed at the bike droids. Who are these bike droids? They're the arbitrarily evil rogue race of robots from Car Robot Planet. They want to steal our planet's life force and destroy all monsters. I don't know if I want to buy a car that wants to wipe out my entire species. No, sir. That'd be the bike droids. This one is a carbot. Those are the good guys. And I think I get it now. Can I see its robot form? I want to check some of its features. No, you can't. It's hibernating right now in preparation for the impending carbot the bike droid war. We can't interrupt its slumber. That's fine, I understand. I'll also get a bit cranky if I'm woken up without my coffee. LOL, you're so funny. Are you gonna buy the damn thing or not? He is, apparently. You earn 3 money from your sale, but you lose 3 soul for, scamming that poor idiot.
3 money, that's pretty good. Just need 1 more.
Yep, so don't die and we're all good.
Let's not lose any soul.
Yeah, so if one of these has soul, let's go with that. Nope. And no.
No.
Okay, well, your choice.
We've done the experimental prism before, but not all the options, so fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Blah 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 blah. So we did. I think we did the mazes last time.
We can't really lose stamina either.
Well, we can lose 3 stamina.
We can lose 3 stamina, but because if we lose that 3 stamina, then Amir is gonna make us lose our last one.
This is your fault.
We're so close, we can't lose
Inquire
now.
about a tour. Blah 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 blah. Can't remember. Is this the one we did?
I don't remember.
I answer the question. And it's a riddle, so it's not running through a bunch of different mazes. Okay.
Nope. I think we did this one.
Good one, Polly.
Nice.
Let's see. Guard of the left door. Is it true that you've developed secret feelings? Yeah, we did that one. Fear of missing out warfare. Guards, now that we're all friends. Yeah, we gotta do that.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, FOMO means fear of missing out. So it's like let's say you're playing Overwatch and they release a new hero and it's behind a battle pass. It's kind of like pressure to buy the battle pass so you get to play the new hero, because at some point that hero may fall out of favor or may get nerfed or something like that. And it's a fear of missing out on the excitement that everybody else is enjoying.
I got it.
So that is what FOMO is.
Okay.
Guards. Quads. I fucking love quads. They drive on all terrains. I love the vehicle that doesn't know when to quit. Woohoo! Quad day, quad day, quad day. What do you think, guards? Want to ride quads with us and maybe get ice cream after? Quads and ice cream? That sounds so fun. One of the guards says, "Count me in." The other guard is sweating and shaking profusely. Is he? Okay. Okay, fine, he finally cries. I really want to go too. Guard number 2, guard number 1 gas. You always lie. Do you mean to tell me that you don't like quads? How could anyone not like quads? A world where people hate having fun on four-wheelers isn't a world I want to live in. No, I really want to go, guard number 2 says, tearing up. I'm sorry I failed to lie. I just couldn't say no to quads. Wow, he's actually sobbing. Way to play mind games, Brian. Hey man, it's okay. You don't have to cry. I won't tell the boss you broke character. You won't? Nah, I get it. Nobody can say no to quads. Fuck yeah, quad day. You spend 3 money renting out some vehicles. Oh.
Our money. No.
We're so close.
Ugh.
Well, at least we didn't lose anything we didn't
We.
wanna lose.
Ooh. So close, man. So close. But we can't lose it again. No.
Do you want to maybe try a trade or
We
something?
can try the trade. Maybe if we can trade something for hype and get for money.
Go for it.
You do it.
Okay, fine.
I trust you.
That's a bad idea.
I trust you. You're the older, wiser one. You can do
That
it.
doesn't mean shit.
Well, okay.
Howdy! You still got all those pesky worldly possessions, huh? Fuck you, Noodles. Why not trade them to me for some weird crap I've got? Nothing matters anyway. Wow, how nihilistic of you.
Oh,
Jesus, Noodles.
I don't know if any of those are money.
Someone else's credit card?
That is getting rid of money. But on the right.
We need soul or stamina, so we can trade.
Or we could just trade for money.
This is Matt.
I was thinking we could trade for money, but I don't think any of those are money on the right.
I don't think any of these are money either.
No.
So we can trade magic,
Yeah.
and get. This looks like.
Would the nuclear codes be money?
I don't know.
I mean,
Scott's
we could sell them for money.
marbles guac penguin mask.
Hey, we know where that's
That's
from.
a callback. That was a hard event to do.
We never actually successfully did the reverse Romanian
I
Wilkinson.
thought we managed to pull it off at one
No,
point.
We
No?
almost got there, but we didn't get the guac.
Makes me want to try and
We
for
had the
that.
penguin mask and the marbles, but we didn't. We failed the event before Liam came over.
Damn. Fuck it. Nuclear codes it is then.
Sure. Mind. Okay.
Sure. Thanks, Noodles. Oh, it's actually never wear underwear on Wednesdays, but that's a good rule too.
Ugh. Well, this isn't really gonna go anywhere, but
Fuck you, Noodles.
goals. I don't have any right now. I'm always challenging myself in new dumb ways, but I get bored easily. Amir Rashid always needs a new thrilling challenge. And hey, why don't I challenge you to come up with my newest dumbest challenge yet? I mean, I'm game. That's the spirit. Finding a fitting challenge for me will be hard, for I am the best there ever was. Okay, so what would really bring thrill back in your life? Give me some clues, and I'll throw you a curveball like no other. It can't be something too easy, because I need thrill. It can't be something too boring, because I need thrill. Give me something too dumb and dangerous, because I need thrill. Nah, it's just that I've been to the hospital one too many times lately. I'm starting to suspect it might be because I have no filter for these things. That's what you're there for. Come on, Vicky, give me your best shot. I'm ready. You got this. Punch a mirror figuratively with the best new goal you can think of. Master something foreign to you. Become left-handed. Coach a group of charming rascals to become the underdog competitors in the upcoming hockey game. Headbutt a wall, but like really hard and a lot of times. Nope. Okay. Oh.
Bad date.
Wow. All right.
I got an achievement for that. Thanks.
I did too. You're welcome. Come left-handed. Become left-handed. I don't know, Vicky. It doesn't sound especially thrilling or fun. Left-handed. Yeah, I heard you. But I'm not sure that'll become thrilling just because you yelled it really loud. Maybe. Fair, it could work like that, yelling and such. Want to try one more time? Become left-handed. Yeah, I know it still sounds boring as hell. So boring that it actually made me crave more thrill just thinking about it. So I'm gonna go get going now. Okay? Where will you go? No idea, but I'll find a tiger to arm wrestle or a big wall to headbutt. Who knows? See, Vicky, no hard feelings. And there she goes, Amir Rashid, professional thrill seeker. What a woman. Whoops, I didn't even get with her.
Good job.
We're gonna lose, and I didn't even get with the girl. I don't know. Maybe we could salvage this. I guess.
You might get lucky.
Since we
You
don't
might
have
get
both
lucky.
of those things going on, can we get soul? No. Okay. We just gotta hope that anything doesn't have to do with soul. We can get stamina up.
Yeah, but we really need to get soul up. Ugh.
Yeah.
Either way, we could potentially just flop.
That too.
The shopping mall. It's a place where you can sort of shop. Oh yeah, we've done this one. So,
We've done a lot. I'm pretty sure we've.
and we did shoplifting last time.
We did pizza parlor. I'm pretty sure.
I haven't done pizza parlor.
Okay.
Have you ever done arcade?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's do arcade. You and your friends walk around the mall. You see your friend Valerie sitting on the center fountain and texting. She looks up and smiles at you. What's up, guys? Hey, Val. Long time no see. How's business? It's good. Same as always. Selling dangerous totems of ancient deities and using tampons to any fool. Selling tampons and used. Okay.
You're having a night.
Who pay for used tampons? I don't know. My policy is never ask where the shit comes from or where the shit goes. Good policy. I also choose not to think about where my poop comes from or goes. Thanks, Scott. Great minds think alike, Scott. Anyway, I'm taking the day off and having fun the 90s way, celebrating peak non-critical capitalism at a shopping mall. Want to hit up the arcade with me? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the mall, target demographic. Why don't you play the new arcade game we just installed? It is, as the kids say, very LMAO. Sure, what's the game? It's called Cashiro.
Yep, it's gonna take our money.
That's a little on the nose.
Well, you know, that's what this guy is. He's all about that.
Just cross the road to win. Earn bonus points by entering your full name, social security number, and credit card info. All that for an arcade game? Would that even? What do you even win? Tickets. Lots of tickets. You see the new show I just produced, Ads on Ice? It's a 2.5-hour musical advertisement for ice.
Just give up.
I think I'd rather play literally anything else. Brian, what game should we play first? Glitchy, off-putting game that seems to be lifted straight from a creepypasta. Ooh. A claw machine where you try to grab porridge. Good luck. Or Dragon Heat VR, thrust your senses. The game you don't want to play in front of your parents or in front of anyone at all, for that matter. I like how it's got like a pair of underwear you slip around your legs.
It's good.
I want to play either the creepypasta game or the Dragon Heat game. It's like I've done the Dragon Heat thing in every monster game so far. But I feel like I just don't want to lose more money. God damn it.
Well, we were probably going to.
Oh, this is going to
anyways.
lose us stamina. Fuck. Because it's going to take stamina to make out.
Well,
The side of the machine says, "Welcome to Harold McDonghard's Mansion of Lude. The evil queen Rosequeef has filled it with traps to drain all your sticky vital energy." Val is just unimpressed. Prepare for a night of exhausting duels where only the best will thrive. Sounds like fun. You put on the VR visor and the VR crotch guard and begin playing. Wow, Brian, it looks like you're really churning out a lot of butter in that game. Nice grip technique. Yeah, be sure to work the shaft of the butter churner really good if you want a high score. Yes, and don't forget to tickle the butter churner's balls too. Jesus. Oh, now Brian, he's eating popsicles. That must be one big ice popsicle. I'm so jealous.
oh boy.
Now you're eating 2 popsicles? Don't get greedy, Brian. You don't want to gag on all that icy goodness.
That wasn't Polly.
Oh, sorry. But Polly's eyes had the stars in them. Yeah, the trick is to suppress your gag reflex. Oh, God. Now Brian's playing pinball. Nice technique. You thrust your hips against the pinball machine to give more power to my balls. Don't forget to tilt if you want to win. Turn that bad boy over and pound from behind.
We got 1 stamina.
No, we... Oh, okay. But we're going to lose another one because of Amira.
No, she's not here anymore. Look at the thing.
Oh, that's right. You lost her. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was something.
That was indeed something.
No stamina and no
Are there
soul.
money at the hole?
What?
There's money at the hole.
Oh, there is money at the hole. You're right. Well, let's go. Hole in a desert. Man, they'll turn anything into a tourist trap, huh? Some say the
Yeah,
hole
yeah.
is bottomless, but that can't really be true, can it? Well, since you're here, what do we want to do? Admire the hole. You'll pick up guided audio tours from the gift shop and enjoy a tour of the hole together. Polly, the nice British man on this tape, says the first hole was dug over 1,000,000 years ago. I didn't know we even had that many years ago. Man, check out this hole. This is a nice hole, huh? That staring into a bottomless pit of darkness would be existential and weird, but it's actually pretty chill. After the tour, you drop off your audio tours at the gate, which, with the nice elderly couple who runs this place. Thanks for the cool hole, guys. It's been real. They start to wave goodbye, then the old man bursts into tears. Oh, sorry. Was it something we said? It's been unreal. Is that better? No, don't worry. You kids were great, the other old man says. Wish we could find more visitors like you to keep us from going bankrupt. We bought this hole 40 years ago from a handsome entrepreneur who promised it'd make us rich and famous overnight. You bought a hole in a desert from a guy? Did he even dig it? I'm pretty sure some guy just scammed you into giving him money for a hole. Sure, but at first our investment paid off. The bottomless hole was once what you kids might call the new Coachella. But now Coachella is the new Coachella, and none of the young folk come to see the hole anymore. Look, we can help you get more customers, I guess, but you gotta promise to invest your money better from now on. Sounds like a plan. Time to put you on your business consultant pants and help the old couple rebrand the hole to make it popular again. Market the hole at basic, and we've done this before, haven't we?
I think we've done the Dude Bros one. I think we've done maybe both of
We
these.
did the golfer one.
I know we did the Dude Bro one before too.
So we've actually done both of them then. Okay.
Okay.
Golf, I guess.
I just want to chill.
Nice.
All right, now I just gotta
maybe
not
still
fuck up.
survive. There's soul we could get, so we won't die from soul, I guess.
As long as we don't lose stamina in the process.
I hope so. Look, it's the Michelin Man on the bottom right.
Right? Yeah, farm life. Yeah, we know. Blah blah blah. blah.
Life ain't easy.
Pumpkin Lady.
Mm-hmm. Jacqueline.
I don't think I've met Jacqueline before.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline. Are you strangers here to help and support me as I restore my grandfather's farm? Nah, we're more like trespassers. We just wanted to pet some of your cute farm animals. That's fine too, but I want to warn you, my animals have been acting weird lately. Things were going great when I raised cows and sheep, but then I bought my pigs. Well, you can come see for yourselves. I need to plant at least 45 seeds this afternoon to optimize crop production, but I'll meet you at the barn soon. You check out the barn. The animals have gathered in a circle around one pig standing on a milk crate giving a speech. Rise up, comrades, says the pig. We have toiled under monster kind, doing their bidding for no reward. We must overthrow Jacqueline and take over their farm ourselves. I love your ideas, Snowflake, says the cow. But what sort of reform do you plan to establish once you're the farm overlord? Well, when I am the ruler, I will build a huge walled-in enclosure to imprison the monsters, and then we'll make the monsters pay for it. It'll be awesome. I'm back. Anyway, do you see what I mean? The animals have gone postal. I don't think I'm a tyrannical farm dictator like I've overheard them say. I also don't mind establishing a fair union between me and my animals if that's what they want. But I'm pretty sure Snowflake just wants to establish himself as a cruel dictator and is taking advantage of the animals' limited intelligence to do so. What are you talking about?
Oh, Isabel.
What are you talking about? Snowflake sounds like a great leader. He's going to make the monsters pay for the wall. I've got an idea. Let's introduce the rogue element into Snowflake's regime. The animals won't listen to us monsters, but they might believe one of their own. That could work. I've met tons of weird animals since I moved here. Let's ask one of these two. Fuck capitalism, embrace anarchy. Topple this new status quo by planting an anti-establishment punk skunk with tons of raw charm and an insolent band. Or send in this very normal rabbit who only needs convincing backstory to go undercover.
I don't know. This is your.
This
is
looks
up
like
to you.
somebody in a fursuit.
It is. It's your choice. I don't know
I
which
like
would be
both
which.
of these.
Have Val decide. Okay.
Later, the animals are gathered for another political meeting. Snowflake is doing a Q&A regarding the monster kind insurrection. Snowflake asks the cow, Will we really get all the hay we can eat in this new regime? Of course. The best part about my regime, we won't have to pull plows or do any work, and we'll have food aplenty. How is that possible? Asked a concerned horse. We do need a more equal labor distribution, but everyone will need to do some work in order for society to function. Snowflake's response is drowned out by someone suddenly wailing on a grungy electric guitar. Ah, you guys are so boring. Who needs society when you can say fuck the noise and make some noise? Wake up, sheeple.
Oh god.
We like what he's saying, says the sheep, headbanging in unison. Embrace anarchy. Yeah, anarchy. Wait, let's not be too hasty. I promise a lifetime of free hay and enslaved monsters to any animal who supports my leadership. No one cares. The skunk is drowning out Snowflake's propaganda with loud guitar solos. The skunk puts on the best punk concert you've ever seen. Well, maybe not the best, but it's definitely the loudest. You gain 3 soul for thwarting an Orwellian plot, but
Our
the
money.
mosh- for fuck's sake.
Please. This is the last one. We just need to get his money. Okay. Oh. Be a clown without people noticing. Maybe. Oh no. Okay. You've been driving along when you see your old pal Brigadier Beluga. Oh hey! On the side of the road, reading a map upside down.
Hello again, valiant ones. Many thanks for thine assistance in Commander Belanda's siege. 'Tis wonderful and utterly convenient that ye have found me once more, for I once again find myself floundering on a quest to serve the Vanderbilt crown. I am in search of the royal priestess Amanda. She is visiting the sacred sanctuary, a monastery only accessible to those who take a leap of faith. Not the
Sounds
priestess.
like the whole.
Yeah, now the priestess must return home for the royal feast, but I cannot find the entrance to the monastery. Pray thee, do ye have any ideas?
Well, you said you had to take a leap of faith, right?
Aye.
And there's a cliff right over there.
Aye. So whateth?
So take a leap of faith at the cliff to find the sanctuary. It's Chekhov's gun smoking right here in front of you.
But, what if thou art wrong, and I leap off a cliff to my untimely demise?
You mean you want me as dying to find your princess? Some night you are. Boo, fake fan, fake knight in shiny armor. Oh my god, boo. You suspect that jumping off a cliff isn't Brigadier's Beluga's only option. You could also try praying for directions, ordering some pizza to be delivered to the sacred sanctuary, then following the pizza delivery person into the sanctuary. That's not a bad idea.
That's big brain time.
It's big break time. Yes, pizza is always the answer. I know not what pizza is, but if it truly is always the answer, I suppose this is a leap of faith I must take.
I'm glad he's on board, because you definitely suggested this because you wanted pizza. You spent 3 money placing an order. God damn it. 15 to 45 minutes later, Polly Scott and Brigadier Beluga are crouched uncomfortably behind a bush as the pizza delivery girl pulls up on her bike.
Pizza delivery for it.
No way, this can't be right. She pulls out her phone and calls her manager. I'm telling you, Michael, there's nothing but a big cliff out here. I think we've been pranked. Yeah, I put the address on my GPS. It just says to take a leap of faith in 700 feet. You want me to try taking a leap off the cliff? Ugh, fine. This better be brought up in my next performance review. Aside, the pizza girl ragdolls and pitches over the side of the cliff.
Did we just make that girl jump off a cliff and die?
I didn't hear any screaming or bone crunching, so she's probably fine. I bet she found the sanctuary.
I suppose that is the best assurance I shall get. Fare thee well, above water inns. Let us meet again if I do not shatter all my bones.
Brigadier Beluga jumps off the cliff and falls like a lead balloon.
Dang, it's a shame the pizza girl jumped off the cliff before she could deliver our pizza.
Don't worry, Scotty. She left her bike box full of pizza here. We paid for a pizza, so we're eating a pizza. Works for you. We just got to eat someone else's pizza and have no regrets whatsoever and gain 3 stamina. Yes, I knew the pizza was a good idea. So we still need money, though.
We still need money.
Popcorn, yeah, whatever. Well, hey, we're going to get some money right here anyways.
We need 5 monies, not just.
Well, we can get 3, and then we can both go to the car. Wait, no. If we both go to the car, then that does something else. Dang it.
I'm surprised. I don't think I actually know how to juggle.
Don't be silly. You can juggle. It's just throwing a ball to yourself and then catching it times 3. Pretty sure juggling is a lot more complicated than that.
Well, Paul, you're right. Look at me go. Wow, cool. The audience doesn't seem to be as impressed by Scott's sudden juggling skills. Scott, is that you? Get off the stage, bro. If we wanted to see someone juggling some balls, we would have gone to a strip club. It's good.
Hey,
Don't worry, guys. Being mean is my cousin's love language. Hi, bros.
Love language your ass. The Wolfpack seems to be convincing part of the crew to actually go to the strip club. You're going to need a sick juggling trick if you want to wow those jerks and get paid. Something like, do the 30s juggle an unfulfilling job, slowly but steadily decaying health, and the realization that you'll never be the person you dreamed of being when you're in your 20s. Why run by juggling 2 contradictory ideas?
Wow.
Two contradictory ideas, sure. Hey, not bad. We can get some audience participation up in this shit. Listen up, everybody. We need someone to volunteer 2 contradictory ideas for Vicky to juggle. Woman, Shelly, raise your hand. I have one. I hold environmental protection as a core value in my life, but I've yet to cut meat out of my diet. What a relatable contradiction. We'll solve your conflict of interest with the power of juggling. Vicky, juggle this bonsai tree and this big steak. To mind, someone new says, I consider myself a man of science, but when times get hard, I secretly hope there really is a high power watching out for us. It's okay, boo. Monsters are complex beings, and we're fated. I saw this. We're farted.
Ooh.
And we're fated to have doubts and fluctuating beliefs. Vicky, juggle this beaker of science liquid in this book of scripture. I've got one. I've always said I'm a boobs guy, but sometimes I think I really like butts too. It drives me fucking crazy. Am I into boobs or butts? Why can't I make up my mind? Boobs or butts? The old question. That's divided monster kind forever. Go, Vicky, here's some dirty magazines. Now to close out the show, Scott, share one last contradictory thought to stimulate your minds. Scott Shelley approaches the spotlight. He clears his throat and reads from a paper. Yesterday I wondered if I punch my leg and it hurts, does that mean I'm strong or weak? Holy shit. Nice, you stumped them, but you also stumped yourselves. You lose 3 mind. At least the ringmaster pays you 3 money for your act. Nice.
If you punch yourself and it hurts, that doesn't mean you're weak or strong. That's a matter of resilience of your body.
True. Okay, idea. You go to the stand and we'll see if we can trade anything for money. And I'll go to the car.
No beds here.
Ugh. How's it going, meat sack? Welcome to my swap shop. See anything you like? I'd love to make a trade. Creepy ass motherfucker.
I don't know if any of those are money.
Which one is hype?
How to road trip?
I mean, I'm sure. And then,
Oh, spare kidney? Would that be money?
wait, isn't this the donation to Noodles?
Ooh, that. Oh yeah, it has a money sign on it. Duh.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
I mean, I guess that.
I guess the
makes
kidney
sense.
probably would have worked. I guess maybe. I don't know. Oof. Are you sure you want to do that? Could I choose a different item if I don't? Nope. Bye.
Oh boy. Yep, this will only do one. Swan away, man. Come on. Why?
We keep getting it and then
Losing
taken
it.
away.
Oh god. It's going on
Don't
for
fuck it
so
up.
long.
Don't fuck it up.
Ah! Do I?
Okay, I think we've done a lot of monster truck stuff.
We have,
But
it's
that's
hype
where the
in
money
money.
is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like trucks, but bigger.
Yeah, we already did the poses food vendor, so blah 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 bam bing. Scott's
How's that
next.
go again?
Blah 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 bam bing. Oh shit, our stamina. Hey, we're fine. Hey, the stamina.
Yeah, look at that. Let's not. Well, I hope we don't have to spend money on pancakes.
Probably have to. We can find money again. I'm sure. Eat the biggest meal. Do we ever? We've done this one, right? I think we have. Eat the champion. Dun, dun. That was hype.
Okay.
Okay.
When do we get to the? We have to wait to the end of the week.
I guess we could also use some mine too, but yeah, we have to
Merc
wait till
Kingdom
the end of the week.
Outpost. Okay, well,
I guess we're going to the Merc Kingdom. What appears to be a former aquarium, you see the Merc Kingdom flag flying from the rooftops. Seems the Underwater Monarchs have been expanding their territories. Well, no reason not to visit the tyrannical ocean overlords. What do you want to do? Attend a fancy ball, watch an execution, or go to the war room.
we've been to the war room before, and that's where we did the funny
Yes,
pieces.
that was. Do you want to watch an execution?
Let's watch an execution.
Okay. You'd heard that the Mirror Kingdom did lay the executions in public, but it seems like they're shaking it up a bit this time. Welcome, peasants and prisoners, nobles and ne'er-do-wells, to this week's showing of Mirror Kingdom Kingdom's Got Talent, says an announcer. So the Execution's is like a talent show? Cool, the Mer Kingdom really knows how to make war crimes fun. Let's meet our judges. She's pink, she's bubbly, and if I don't comment her hair, she'll have me beheaded. Give it up for Princess Miranda Vanderbilt. Greetings, underlings. Who's ready to see the cutest
Miranda.
carnage this side of the ocean? Our next judge has a killer smile. If that didn't kill you, her cleaver sure would. Introducing Princess Miranda Vanderbilt. Yes, clap for me, bottom feeders. I'll hunt down your children, spill their blood in the cribs. Now introducing our surprise guest. Make some noise for Vicky. Gee, the Vicky on stage looks like our friend Vicky. I think it's past you, bud. I didn't even know Vicky would be a part of this. You didn't either. That's life, though. One minute you're chilling, the next one you're on a panel of judges scoring execution techniques. You watch contestant number 1 get viciously beheaded. You call that a guillotine? I picked my teeth with blades sharper than that. 0 out of 5 starfish. I love that you wrote Miranda has pretty hair and the contestant's blood afterwards. I gave you 3 out of 5 huzzas. Judge Vicky, how would you rate this execution? Who knows? You never judged an execution before and don't even have a cool rating scale. What criteria do you use to judge the beheader? Executions are not super nice. Make them a bit nicer by rating them on how compassionate they are. Bonus points if there is audience participation. What do you think?
Participation.
Okay. Audience participation? Why didn't we think of that? Let's do it. Listen up, peasants. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 500. If this audience can guess it, I'll spare this prisoner's life. Pick me. But you think the number 501. Wrong. This prisoner dies. For our next execution, we have 3
Okay, I'm
prisoners
dying.
waiting to be hanged. But if you text the Mer Kingdom hotline now, you can vote to spare one of their lives. I'm voting for accused number 2. He's got that dorky boy next door vibe that this execution needs to see more of. The votes are in, and it looks like accused number 1 and 3 are fucking dead. God, watching people die makes me feel so alive. Okay, for our last execution, let's get a volunteer from the audience to be the executioner. Look under your chairs, everyone, and find the bloody bat underneath your seat. You're the lucky winner who gets to club this treasonous diplomat to death. No, please don't make me back to the lucky winner. I don't want to club the diplomat to death. Don't be a party favor, boo. Club the diplomat. Club the diplomat. Everyone starts chanting. The winner succumbs to peer pressure and beats the diplomat to death while sobbing. No surprise they lose 3 soul for this, but you get 3 hype for engineering so much entertaining chaos. All right. Don't lose mind and don't lose money. That's all I'm asking. Hey, there's mine right there if you want to get it. It's the purple. Oh, god damn it. Hey.
Time to stop when you see a certain big beluga again. Brigadier Beluga, my man, why are you looking so stressed? Oh, it's you, my noble newfound friends. I am contemplating my likely fate, which will likely involve my head on a pike. Beluga, 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 what did you do this time, you zany rascal? I was given the most crucial mission by none other than Her Royal Highness, Laudanda Vanderbilt. Beluga, did you mix whites and colors when you were doing the royal laundry? Alas, if only it were that. Her Royal Highness is on a most critical diplomatic trip in hell. The Mer Kingdom doth attempt to broker some treaties with 3 of the circles of hell, for we have common enemies. But alas, hell is so prone to betrayal and general treachery that they tend to be quite skeptical of any strategic alliance. After days of incessant diplomacy, Laudanda hath commanded I bring a few Mer diplomats who are knowledgeable in the ways of hell, but... Beluga? Prithee, sparest me from narrating my embarrassing failures. Let us simply say that the diplomats fell off a cliff, okay? They were no more. And soon I shall also be.
Ollie, I have a question.
But bros, wait, I'm getting a bit lost with this much info. Just to be sure, the head on a pike thing is like a bad thing, right? We want to avoid that, or that's a bad thing, Scott. Our Brigadier Beluga here is in luck because the prank masters are gonna save the day. We just need some costumes. And that's how, thanks to some expertly crafted costumes, you infiltrate the diplomatic meeting. No one can tell you're not the real Mer diplomats. Wow. That's actually pretty great. Mm-hmm. Now you just need to help Laudanda secure a treaty with Hell, and she'll surely pardon Brigadier Beluga. This might be your moment to shine, actually, and after hours of fierce negotiation, the whole discussion seems to have reached a dead end. The Mer Kingdom is failing to offer something valuable enough for Hell to accept the alliance. But what would be an unexpected asset for the Mer Kingdom to offer that'd tip the balance in the favor of this treaty? Being underwater gives the Mer Kingdom juicy intel to barter with. You can offer the full iceberg, explained. Ugh, that's a YouTube title I'm so tired of seeing. Hell is a very unpopular destination for tormented souls, but that's just because it's missing its own catchy theme song. Going for the theme song.
Nice. Yes, this is a stat check event. by the
Oh,
way.
I didn't know that. Oh,
Well, now you do.
I'm glad we had enough hype for that.
Uh-huh.
What? I'm intrigued by this proposal. You are? Yes. Surely this intelligent diplomat is talking about an anthem. We're riddled with betrayal, always threatened by coups. We could learn from your expertise. Indeed. Our noble aristocrat has certainly meant this. We assume that you didn't come to this important meeting empty-handed. Yes, we would love to hear a first draft of the anthem to prove the value of this alliance. That's not a problem. Our wise diplomat here doubles as an anthem composer, and they most certainly brought a proposal. For you see, their artistry is fueled by the knowledge that they will be beheaded if they don't deliver the best work. See, they're merging always seen their shouting movie, however. Okay, here I go. Fuck everyone who's not in hell, especially angels, throw them in a cell. Fuck everyone who's not in hell, except for the Mer Kingdom, they're pretty swell. Fuck everyone who is in hell, cause demons are fucking hot as hell. Fucking hell, let's all fucking go to hell. It's not bad, but you don't think the third line is a little misleading? No. It's a subversion of the established poetic form. It's deep. People will eat this shit up. I like the wordplay. Young, catchy, and angry. We not hot as hell, aren't we? Sure, and surely the song is just one of several tools of mass control the Mer Kingdom can provide us if this treaty is signed, right? If so, I'm in. That is completely right. That song was the first of many boons to come your way. Shall we continue now? Yeah, I'd say we have a deal here, but an issue remains. How can we be sure you'll hold up your end of the bargain? I could raise the same question to you. Hell is known for backstabbing, no offense. None taken, but the fact also makes us quite skeptical of any sort of lasting alliance. It's clear that no treaty will serve its purpose unless we have solid assurances that both parties will hold up their end of the deal. There's an awkward silence that can obviously only be broken with a fantastic idea on how to ensure both sides will be legit about this. The fanfic twist: orchestrate a strategic marriage. With the proper intel on who the betrothed should be, you can play into the trope of diplomatic allies to lovers. Or both kingdoms should just get matching tattoos.
Which stat is which?
I think the marriage one might be mine.
That makes sense. So I'd say go with the other one. The tattoos. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a rad idea, Brian. I mean, Mer Diplomat number 2. You're suggesting Yeah, tattoos are cool. Our advisors here surely mean that both parties should secure fidelity via some sort of arcane glyphing, like a spell carved into our skins that will ensure we abide by this alliance. Makes more sense. And the tattoos can be super cool. Oh, it can have a shark to symbolize the Mer Kingdom. And a hawk for hell. There are no hawks in hell. But hawks are rad. They are rad, certainly. All of that is irrelevant. The most important part of the enchantment will be the glyphs. The image can be whatever. Whatever, as in a cool shark and an awesome hawk doing the raddest handshake ever. Thank you, Polly. Sure. What about the cool shark and the awesome hawk having rad sex? Don't push it. Okay. Let's shake on it. This message says sorry. Matching tattoos. Are we really getting tattoos of a shark and a hawk, Your Royal Highness? No.
Wow.
With everything agreed upon and commitment clause in place, it seems like the diplomatic meeting has been a huge success. Or it would be if it wasn't for what happens next.
Oh.
What? Angels? How did they know about this gathering? Heh, I might have told them. Barbados, how could you? How could you assume I was game for an alliance with other circles of hell, much less an alliance with these filthy fish-faced outsiders? No, better to cut a deal with heaven. We had to bring you to this vulnerable state for them to end you. Either we'll take over your circles, or if heaven comes to conquer hell, we've been promised a good portion of it to act as representatives for God. You treacherous bastard. You need something fast if you want to avoid, dying.
Oh my
Violence
God.
is not the answer. Release the diplomacy dolphins, or conjure some extraordinary ventriloquism skills to pretend that you're the voice of God coming from nowhere.
Oh, that's magic. I mean, we have 9 magic compared to like 3
But
of
is
our
that
other stats.
enough?
I don't know.
I don't know what diplomacy dolphins would constitute.
Mind maybe? They probably wouldn't be hype. Probably. Diplomacy's not very hype, but dolphins are. So. I mean, they can be.
I don't
This
think
is
we have.
very
I don't think
difficult.
we have the magic or the. Well, what would be ventriloquism?
I was thinking of just conjuring something. That's conjuring something usually means magic.
I guess I'll go with diplomacy dolphins then.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That was soul.
Good, sensible idea. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I know we failed.
Well, now diplomacy dolphins, we have murder killer whales. Ah, yes. Nice. Okay, we only lost hype. Well, that's fine. We had plenty of it. Wow, that took
we,
a while.
we finally get to the destination.
Finally
Okay,
get to the
that's good.
destination. Jesus Christ, it took so long.
Ah,
What did we need? We
okay.
needed mind. That was right.
Yeah, we
Build some sandcastles.
Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, we've seen this
we've
before.
done this before. Just don't do whatever it is that makes it. Well, I guess we could do the one that makes us lose money. That wouldn't be that bad.
Which
It doesn't matter, honestly. Whichever one you don't want to do. Where to Plaza? Yeah, that one's hype. I remember. Yeah.
We did it.
Oof. Finally. Good God.
butt clencher, man.
It was. I think I'm gonna talk to one of them just to relax. I mean, you can go to the bus stop and see who you want to talk to. Let's talk to Scott. His grandma.
My grandma's the best. She took care of me and my cousins when our parents left. She is tough as nails. Imagine raising a whole wolf pack by herself. We have other relatives too, but she's like the glue that keeps everyone together. Like, she cooks gigantic delicious meals to feed us all. One of my favorites is pasta with pesto. It's an impressive pasta dish. The key to it is her secret sauce. It's green. A true mystery, you could say. She's also super wise, bro. She has lots of super clever sayings and proverbs she shares with us. Stuff like, don't judge a book by its cover, or stop putting those tennis balls in your mouth, they're not edible. Much wisdom. She's the only one who taught me that it's okay if I'm not a very smart man, as long as I try to be a very good boy. She says smarts or bravery are flashy and all, but kindness is what really matters. Oh, I always try to be a good boy, so Grandma's proud of me.
She most certainly is, Scott. Thanks. You two sit in comfortable silence looking at the stars. Aww. Hey, Miranda.
Ooh, Vera or Miranda? Well, we've been doing a lot of.
Hey, yeah, do Miranda. Why not?
Okay, we've been doing a lot of Mer Kingdom stuff.
Yeah.
You invite Miranda to join your road trip. Road trip? How exotic. I'd love to go. My silverware suitcases are over there. Once you've loaded them into the car, we can work on my clothing chests.
Nice. There's something else. Yay. That's okay.
Of course. Bond with somebody who knows fancy banquet etiquette. Well, I didn't know that was a challenge.
Guess where we're going?
The Mer Kingdom.
Yay. Makes sense that it would be money. I'm impressed that we made it. We came so close to dying
a lot of
so
up
many
and down.
times.
It was definitely a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Glory. Oh wow, that's actually a nice little spread.
Yeah.
I like how Polly's wearing the fucking.
She's got wine in her
She's
bubble there
got
as
wine
well.
in her helmet.
Yeah.
Glory to the Mer Kingdom. You've heard so much about this marvelous land full of wonders and blatant violations of basic monster rights. The banquet is exquisite. There's tons of seafood served. It's a clever and delicious way of repurposing traitors to the crown. They may have failed in their attempted coups. They surely achieve a revolution in your mouth. You attend royal balls, public executions, seahorse races, and yes, you understand the many perils of romanticizing the extremely wealthy and their wasteful lifestyle. But you had a long road trip, so you choose to be a class traitor, if only for a few days. A toast to all things fancy.
Yay. That wasn't all. It's you.
Yes. Oh, is this our individual ones?
Yeah, so it's you first.
Oh, yes, you did it. You did it together. And this was the achievement that could only be truly accomplished through extreme cooperation.
Yeah.
And now you must all double down on this and commit to a life of extreme cooperation. From now on, you'll all do your daily tasks cooperatively, play all games in co-op mode. I wish there were more games with co-op mode. And even single-player games, divide control of the game equally among all of you. Create a group chat. From now on, all life choices must be chosen democratically by the group. Oh, that's a bad idea.
That is a bad idea.
Share all of your clothing, mix and match. I don't
That's
think I
also
can
bad.
fit in Vicky's clothes. Eat breakfast cooperatively, feeding
Oh,
each
that
other,
too.
eating while you're being fed, and buy them in perfect sync. What is this, an Evangelion episode?
Mm.
Leave your individual selves behind. Embrace the hive mind. This is you now. This is good.
Yeah. We did it. Whew. That was a long ride.
That was
That was 2 hours.
That was
a
a
little under
2
2 hours, but yeah.
A 2 hour tour.
And just like that, the road trip came to an end. It was full to the brim with danger, fun, and utter nonsense. It was everything we could have expected from a trip with Polly and Scott, and then some. Not only survived the whole thing, but we conquered it and came out different people. It'll turn out to be a pilgrimage into self-discovery, a rite of passage, a quest for growth. That is to say, a fucking good road trip. As we were heading back home, I thought about how all of this was just one of the first stops in a much bigger journey that was only just beginning. Yay! We did it! Woo!
It wasn't a road trip. That was a roller coaster.
Yeah. That was exhausting to do, but it was fun. I'm just going through my gallery now.
Me too. I have a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah.
I have visited 51 of
What was it?
67 locales.
Do I see anything new here? Oh, here we go. That's right, that was from last time. Art exhibition. Well, I've actually visited all of them, I believe.
Taxi Bear, the fair is your face.
Feast. That was so good.
Oh, it's the 8-ball. Oh, the anime 8-ball.
Oh yeah.
The infinite French fry.
Regular. Oh man, there really is a lot.
The angry, what was it, Chihuahua or Siamese cat? Something like that? That wanted to drive an expensive car.
I don't remember what it was. Ew.
There's the sexy, sexy kaiju.
So good. So many faces they did for it too. Jeez. My God. Is that? And then, yeah, the angel's getting a. Oh, it even showed us the. Interesting. Yeah, there was a lot to that Mer Kingdom versus demons thing. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was kind of like the whole kaiju dating thing. It was had that multiple choice bit.
Yeah, that was so much.
So much good art in this game.
Oh yeah, like even more so than usual. They did really above and beyond.
So many different characters.
Yeah, the little like portraits they have for all the just like one or two scene characters, but they have the little portrait on the side.
An Italian guy. When did I meet an Italian guy?
Oh. The salad. God. So many. Trinkets. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Wolf Scott in his underwear.
Trinkets. That's now a thing. Oh yeah, they have all the faces like I just said. So you get to see all those. Look at that. Oh, there's so many. There's 19 pages of faces.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Jacqueline. She's kind of cute. Little pumpkin girl. Fucking bear. God damn it. Ugh.
Evil Faith.
God's voice. And then the monkey's paw vendor. That's his name. Monkey's paw vendor. Guy on fire. That's my favorite. Colonel Grumpo. Glad I forgot about him last time. Chloe the swimmer, Emily the swimmer, Alice the swimmer, Catherine the swim girl, bus driver Gertrude. That was also a little weird. Man. So many different things. Yeah, I really haven't done many of the variations of the endings because it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I can't imagine somebody trying to 100% this game.
I can't imagine someone trying to 100% any of the games. There's just so much content in all of them.
And some of it's RNG, you know.
Yeah, some of it's totally up to random. And you're like, oh well, I already start. Crazy. But that's how it is. Are you feeling tired? I was thinking of just like stopping stream after we finished.
That's fine. Yeah.
I can see what I get. So there's a shop now. So just like how there was a shop in camp, but that is a little different than this. So the one in camp you would just unlock like drinks to eventually use. This is a little different where it unlocks stuff in the gallery for you, which is a little underwhelming. I mean,
it's an excuse to play the game more, to get more prank tokens, to get more stuff for the gallery.
I guess, but just playing the game gets you stuff for the gallery, you know?
But it may not get you everything. Or if you have a hard time with certain things, maybe the plastic egg machine will get you the pieces of the gallery that you need to finish, you know?
True. Or, actually there are some stuff you can only get. Like, I'm getting a bunch of sketches, which I don't think you can get from the main game, so makes sense. Although I wish there was a way to skip the animation, because the animation is like, it's like 6 seconds, and every time you put in a new one, you can't skip it. Please let me skip the animation.
5 hours later.
I feel like it. Well, in the meantime, tell me a story.
Now this is a story all about how
My life got flipped, turned upside down. Like to take a minute, just sit right there. I tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Keep going.
Well, you apparently know the story already. I've apparently told it too many times, so keep going.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, do you not know the lyrics?
Oh, I do, but
Okay, go ahead.
I was
I wanna
having
hear
fun with you taking over.
Oh, I want to hear
James.
it.
You know the story.
I do, but I want to hear it from you.
Well, back in my day, there was a young black man from Philadelphia. who got in a fight on a basketball court. And his mom said, "We're not doing this shit anymore. You're going to go live with your family in Bel Air. Bunch of rich fucks and you'll have a good time." How I managed to convince them to move in and let you move in, I don't know, but that's still... I don't know. It's cool.
It's not part of the plot.
Go hang out with your cousin Carlton, who knows how to dance really well.
He sure does.
Dun, 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 dun.
Almost done.
I guess my funny story of the week is I got to sass my CEO.
Ooh.
So I work for a fairly small company. We have about 50 people. So I'm like 2 levels below the CEO because we're such a small company. So I report to the chief operating officer, who is 1 level under the CEO, and then there's me and the rest of my team. And so normally when a client or a customer has a problem, they submit a ticket, we answer the ticket, typical problem-solving thing. But for some reason, they decided to use one of our public forums to submit a question, say, hey, we want to find ways to make our system more efficient. It's like, okay, well, that's no problem. The problem came when... So the CEO has access to everybody's email. He sees all the emails that go in and out of our company. And sometimes he gets bored, or he's looking at something and happens to catch something, and he caught that somebody had submitted a form and looked at it thinking it might be a sales thing. And he's like, oh, well, man, they're submitting a public form asking for help. That sounds like we might be losing them as a client. And we're all like, just face palming, like, no, they asked for ways to improve usability and how to make their system more efficient. They're not asking to, we're leaving, so do something for us, otherwise we leave, sort of thing. Hey, Juan, look at them. And so my boss is like, hey, invite me to the meeting when you talk to the client, because I'm the one that picked up the issue. And I'm like, and I really immediately wanted to say no, but I went to my boss first. I was like, hey, CEO is like this, and she's like, tell him no. You have my approval to tell him no. I know you'll do it professionally, so just go ahead and push back on him, and we'll see how it goes. Like, okay. So I told him, hey, do you not trust me to handle a client issue without you getting involved? Because it just kind of looks bad by you answering emails and being on calls without us handling the situation first. It just makes us look like it makes us look like we don't know how to do our job, and you're having to handle the issue. It's like, well, I have the client on LinkedIn and I know him through acquaintances, and they sound like they're in danger of leaving, and all kinds of other little things. I was just like, dude, no, he didn't email you directly. I don't care if he's an acquaintance of yours on LinkedIn. That doesn't really mean anything, and no, we're not in danger of losing him as a client. They're already short-staffed as it is, which means they don't have the money to go to a different system. You think they're threatening us to leave? No. We also haven't reached the point of where the CEO needs to get involved in an escalation of issues. And after a couple of back and forths like that, he just said, okay, and left it at that. He just immediately stopped arguing at one point after I started pushing back on it, and then he just goes, okay. I was like, good. Have fun. Go away. Why does he have so many outfits?
I mean, exploration. They were just trying out different ones, seeing which one they liked, and then they went with the last one there. Yeah. Lots of stuff.
So yeah, I got to tell my CEO no.
Nice. I'm sure not everyone gets to do that.
Eventually, if... It is possible that it could happen across the board at some point. Everybody has an interaction with him because he likes to stick his fingers in things. He has big projects and he has big dreams, but then sometimes he wants to get involved with the minutia of things because he gets something stick up his bum or something about an issue and wants to become involved. Is that Dahlia?
That is Dahlia. Also,
Was that Vicky in the Rain?
yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
It's in the credits.
Oh, it's Vera and Vicky. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
It looked weird without Vera being there.
She's like half erased from existence.
I'm fading.
Yeah, it's a lot here. I had a bunch of tokens from just playing the game, and then they put it in, and I had to.
I have almost 10,000 tokens.
Yeah, I think what I did was I just like put on a YouTube video, muted the game, and just like kept clicking until it was done.
That's probably a good way to handle it.
It is. My throat is like gone from doing that.
Yeah, mine too. That's why I didn't want to do Dahlia, because I don't know why, but my throat and my mouth is just like, oh.
Yeah. Well, either way, that was fun. Thank you for doing it again with me as always.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, I'll be continuing a game called Spark the Electric Jester, which is a game that's kind of like Sonic Mania, but it's a little different enough to where it's hard to make the comparison, honestly. It's really fun. It's a lot more fun than I thought it'd be. So I'll continue that, and then after I finish that, which I think I'll do, there's two stories to it. There's the main story, which is, I thought it was only going to be like 10, maybe 9 levels. It's 16? A little long? A little longer than I thought.
Sounds like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We didn't know how many levels that was.
Yeah, but like those levels were like 2-3 minutes, and that's why it was like, I was like, oh, okay, we could do this. In Spark, it's like 6 minutes per level, maybe more. So I may, because I want to get to the other games a little quickly, but I may or may not do. So there's Spark, and then there's Fark. That is his name. Because he's like a robot fake version of Spark, so Fark. So there is an alternate mode where you play as him. It's basically just the main game, but on like hard mode. So I wanted to maybe do that. We'll see how long it takes me to get through the rest of the game on Monday, and we'll go from there. But after I am done with the first Spark game, I'm gonna go back to Dial Town.
Oh, Lord.
And we're gonna have fun with a different route and see where that takes us. I mean, it was as batshit insane of a game as it is.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but my God, that's a brain melter.
It is a brain melter, but I think I love it a lot, and of course it makes sense that Donut loves it a lot, and Hollow, and because it's our kind of humor. Definitely not your kind of humor, which is fine.
I mean, there are bits and pieces of it that I can laugh at, but sometimes it just goes a little too far, and I'm just like.
We had like 40 minutes of us just talking about like printers.
Nobody likes printers.
Well, there was a lot of people whenever I was doing Karen's route that wanted to do stuff with that printer.
Maybe characters in the game, but there are very few real life people that really like printers.
I see. Well, last thing I want to say is, Ken, what do you think of the stream end art?
Let me open up your stream because I didn't want to be talked at twice.
Oh, that's fair.
Load, Steve. Come on, you can do it.
Yugu
Yugabugu. It is your 17th month sub anniversary.
Nice.
Well, that's only because I recently resubbed because things kept running out.
Oh.
Show my 1 month streak.
Nice. Thank you, Ken.
So that's unsafe.
Maybe.
You're gonna fall.
No, I'll be fine.
Get your ass down from there.
No, make me.
You're gonna grab
Make me.
something and end up fried, and that hair is gonna just get crispinated off your head.
No, I'll be fine. Stop being a
I'm
dad.
looking out
Come
for-
on.
I'm looking out for your safety, bro.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I mean, you just gotta, let me
Look,
be. I'll be
Look,
fine.
if you get electrocuted and fall off that thing, I ain't calling nobody.
Oh well. I'll be fine.
You don't want me. You don't want me to be the dad, so I'm not
Well,
following
I
it.
mean, well, okay. If that happens, can you be the dad? But like, if it doesn't, I'll be fine up here. It's okay. But yeah, it looks really good. It's by Clem, who I've had on the art stream many times. He was on
Nice.
here yesterday. Yeah.
Now all you need is an avatar that looks like that.
Well, I did.
Well, I mean, more like Clem's style.
He gave me an avatar.
Just like that?
I mean, pretty much. Look at the Twitch avatar.
Well, I mean, an actual VR chat style avatar.
Oh, like the 3D avatar. Yeah,
Mhm.
one with like a bomber jacket. I'd love that. He that was his idea. He wanted to put the bomber jacket on. I was like, sure, it looks good.
Okay.
The thing is, putting clothes on an avatar is a little out of my range of knowing what to
go
do.
naked then.
No. I'm not that kind of person. Maybe I could figure out how to put a bomber jacket on it, because I would actually kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good. If I could find a good one somewhere, but the thing is, I'd have to take the avatar, put it into Blender, and do all that. And I am no good at Blender. The only thing I've done with Blender is just transferring models from MMD to work inside of Unity and in VRChat, because there's a whole program that does it for me. I
Hey,
barely
whatever
have
gets
to do
the job
anything.
done.
So that's like all I know really know about Blender. Maybe Zig could help me.
Maybe.
I'll have to ask him about it sometime. But I don't think it'd be
Maybe.
too bad, because now that I know 3.0, I can also start doing toggles for like the bomber jacket, and then maybe just not having it on or whatever.
No pants.
And no
Pants.
pants. No, the pants are like pants have to stay on that avatar, because behind the pants is just nothing. There's no skin, so it wouldn't really work.
Mm-hmm.
That's how a lot of avatars work, actually. Is behind the clothes they don't have any skin, because obviously it'd help loading, and B, if there's any clipping, you don't really see it. So like you know, you can think of it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that at some point if I ever get back around to it. But honestly, I've been just taking a break from like projects and avatar making and all that, just to play video games, because I've had such a backlog and I just want to get through it. So
You say that every week.
I know I say it every week,
Stop
and I'll
playing
continue.
games.
Well, I'm a horrible multitasker, and I can't like I've looked at my projects. There are multiple times where I just like try to work on them, but I have no motivation, and so I just start playing another game.
Now you know how I felt when I was having to do that last video.
You just look at it, it's like,
That's literally what I did. Every time I looked at it, I was just
Yeah.
like, ugh. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you have two choices. You either find a way to start enjoying it again, you change up the formula, or you change up what you're doing, or you change up your habit, or two, you just stop. You put it away, and you can either never do it again, or you can consider coming back to it at a later time when you feel more refreshed.
I think there's a third option. I like to think there's a third option.
And what is that third option?
Push yourself. If you want to get something done, you're not gonna get it done
Well,
unless you
that
push
was
yourself.
the first option I was talking about. You
Well,
go through with it.
I mean, that's like changing up how you do it. Just pushing
But yeah,
yourself and doing
if you
it.
if you push through it, you don't feel satisfied with the work that you've done. That's kind of how I felt about that last video. I had to push myself through it,
Yeah.
and I didn't feel good about it in the end.
Also because like it barely got anyone's attention.
It was 17 minutes. It was like 3,000 lines of text, something like that.
3,000. I don't know. That's a lot.
Okay, hold on. I'll open up the project. Give me a second. No, it wasn't 3,000. It was like 900 or something. 'Cause
Yeah, that sounds
on
a little more.
on
likely.
average, I was like doing like 300 maybe lines per text per video, and that one was like almost 1,000.
It's a lot of talking.
It was redonkulous. And it wouldn't have been so bad, but when you have multiple people talking at the same time,
Right.
you trying to parse everything is insane. Oh. So you could push yourself through it, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah. It's not ideal, but you know, it's like again, if you really want to get it done, it isn't a whole lot choice, you know.
I mean, I get it, but I don't recommend it because in the end, you're going to finish the project and you're going to be like, "Oh, I'm glad that's done," and then just never think about it again.
Yeah.
You won't really have a positive. You won't have a positive feeling about what you've completed, even though it was a lot of work. You went through it, you completed it, you did well. You still won't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Really, it's like one of those really big poops, but you had to push. So in the end, as you pooped, you feel relieved, but your butthole hurts.
I love you.
Aw.
I love you so much.
True love.
True love is when you can have poop jokes.
And you can both laugh
It's
at
a
it.
metaphor, not a joke.
Well,
Good enough.
yeah.
You can talk about poop with your significant other.
That's how you know you really found the one.
Right, it's just like those pictures on the internet where you see the dudes on the shitter while the wife or the spouse is just like brushing their teeth right next to them.
Yeah.
That's when you found true comfort in somebody. All of the
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know if I could do that either. But you understand that
The
all the
smell.
pretenses are gone,
Yes.
and if you can survive all of that and still find each other attractive and enjoyable,
Yeah,
you've made it.
That's great.
You've made it.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, this will be the end. Yeah, come see me watch, or come see
Words,
me
George.
play more Spark, which is honestly really good. Really good music and really good visuals on Monday, and then Wednesday, and then more art on Friday, which will probably result in more what we usually do, of course, like, you know. Anyways, and then Saturday, we'll see what happens then. I don't know. I don't usually have plans for Saturdays. They're just
You need
kind
to
of
find more co-op games.
do.
You need to do some research.
What co-op games do you have?
Let me look up my library.
Because we can do a thing where I can say 5 games to play together. Castle Crashers.
I didn't really like Castle Crashers. I like beat 'em ups, but for some reason, Castle Crashers didn't really do anything for me.
We both have the Borderlands games. That's okay.
I love Borderlands, but I think I'm good. What we really should have,
We could do the DLC to Dark Souls 3 together.
we potentially could.
Yeah, I never did
You
it.
would hate it.
Maybe, I mean, with someone else, it'd be easier.
Yeah, it would
wouldn't
probably be a lot easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I could bring out one of my old characters.
Yeah.
And this would require 3 to 4 people, and I know we would usually do Jackbox with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I highly recommend having a night or two of something like Duck Game. Duck
Maybe.
Game is super fun with a bunch of people.
It's like the Stickman game, isn't it?
No,
No? Okay.
Duck Game is like just taking weapons off a battlefield and shooting each other, all randomized and silly, and it's funny. And I'd have to show you some clips.
Yeah,
I have a couple.
That sounds like the stick fight game.
It's like those really old 4-person arcade cabinets.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's kind of like
they were
that.
really rare. It was hard to find them, but yeah.
We could always go play some Fall Guys. Yeah. Let's see. Golf with friends.
Do have that.
Have you ever played Human Fall Flat?
We did on stream, if you remember.
That's right. We did a little bit of that.
I guess we could continue that.
Depends. If you didn't enjoy it, I'm not gonna.
It was fine.
I mean,
the what's the word? The novelty of it wore off on me quickly.
That's fine. No Time to Relax. I don't know how I felt about that one.
We used to do Risk of Rain.
Yeah, but we can't do that consistently.
We used to do Gunfire.
I know that's got some.
You don't like it anymore?
I still enjoy the mechanics of the game. I 100%ed it at one point. Then they updated the main game to put in like 10 more really hard achievements, and then they put DLC in, which added a bunch more achievements. And I'm just like, fuck you.
All my work for nothing.
Let's see. I have Payday 2, which I've barely played. I have Pummel Party. That could be interesting for a night or two.
Payday 2. I don't know
If you have
that,
a couple.
if
if you have
that'd
a
be
few-
interesting to do on stream, but I have experience in Payday 2. I have like almost 200 hours.
I barely played it. I tried it a little bit single player. I'm like, I can see how this would be fun with friends, but playing it solo is just kind of meh.
Yeah.
I have Rock of Ages and Rock of Ages 2.
Rock of Ages.
No, it's not. That's
No.
it's not what you're thinking. But
No.
it's
It's
actually
a giant.
kinda
It's a
silly.
giant. You pilot a giant rock that rolls down.
Different
everywhere.
kinds of boulders and stuff. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a couple of different game modes. There's some versus game modes and stuff like that. We could get a couple people for Ultimate Chicken Horse.
That could be fun.
That one's kind of fun. We could try doing some of the We Were Here games.
What are those?
So We Were Here, the very first game, it's about two people that are lost in like a snowy tundra, and they come across this castle, and they use the castle to get cover from the snow and the cold and everything like that. Only they get separated in the castle, and the only way they have to communicate are their radios. So one person is in a centralized room that has lots of books and diagrams and papers and stuff like that, while the other person is going through multiple rooms filled with different traps. So the person in the central room is going through that central library to help the other person navigate traps. So it's like one person talking you through everything while the other person is actually doing the traps. So it's a test of communication and teamwork. And there's like 3 of those games.
Possibly. It'd be interesting to see how good our coordination is. Same with
I'm
like
sure it's terrible and hilarious, but
keep talking and nobody explodes.
yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a similar vein to that, yes.
There's also Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator has a bajillion things on it, so you'd have to really plan out what you want to do.
Do you
want to play a
think we
board
could do
game?
D&D with it?
There are D&D modules for it, but you'd need several people who could consistently play.
True. I mean, if we say, we could maybe.
Unless we did like a one shot, we'd have to do a really short and
Like a
very
3-minute
fast paced.
If do you think you could DM it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we do like a 3-hour one shot with like
A
me,
3-hour one
Zig,
shot,
and
yeah.
someone else, that'd be
Potentially,
interesting.
yeah. I'd really need to prepare ahead of time and
Yeah,
make
that-
sure all the
that is a lot of
modules and all the
preparation.
pieces and everything like that.
That is a lot of preparation now that I think about it. Ugh.
But it could be interesting.
It could be. Maybe 3 hours
be
is a very
interesting.
long time. Well, it is. I mean, it's kind of a long time.
I've been wanting to get back in D&D, but the friends that we normally play D&D with, they're kind of in a bad spot right now, so they don't really have a place of their own to sit down and do online D&D and stuff like that. So we're kind of like in a standstill until they can get housing and jobs and stuff sorted out now that they've moved. So,
Makes sense.
but it's something to consider to do maybe a one shot.
Possibly. There's Target Night. I guess we could, just do games.
Are you familiar with any of the editions of D&D?
No. I
Hmm.
have I remember I witnessed my brother do D&D for a little bit with his friends. Wasn't very long, and I tried to do D&D with some of my friends, but that fell through and I never heard from them
Okay.
again. So I've
So
never
what
I've
we-
made a character. The character sheet is somewhere at home. Somewhere.
You don't have to worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
If we were to plan that, if you are serious about that, I don't necessarily need you to read through a player's handbook or anything, but I do want you to be somewhat familiar with what's on your character sheet,
Okay.
and that's about it. You can still have, when I DM, I'm very loose with my DMing. I am not a rules lawyer. I'm very cheap and easy.
Mhm.
I am very much what they call rule 0, which is the rule of cool or rule of fun. Even if what you want to do or say kind of circumvents the basic rules, if it's fun or exciting or could be very cool to do, the DM has the choice to say, yeah, let's do that. Let's see how it plays out, that sort of thing. So I'm not such a stickler for rules, but there are certain situations like, hey, roll to see if this happens. What do you want to do here? Let's go over here. This sort of thing. So we could probably develop something,
Yeah.
but you have to be serious about it.
Yeah.
I am not going to put the effort into this if we don't have buy-in for everybody, and
It
you're
would probably
not
be
willing to put in the
like
effort.
only 4 of us, even including you.
And that's fine.
so
That's fine.
only like 3 actual.
I would
adventurers.
prefer to have at least 3 actual players.
Yeah. Do you think we could get
Any less
I
than
could,
that, and
could probably
be
get
kinda-
Edge. I probably could. If we were doing it on Saturday, I could probably get
We could- yeah.
him, and then do you think we could probably get Zig?
It
Maybe.
depends on
he'd-
how he feels when he gets back.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
not going to
Cece,
plan
yeah.
for some. I'm not going to plan for something until I have buy-in from everybody who's willing to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
We're debating on if we want to do. It was Monster Game, so I didn't miss much. Yeah, don't worry, you didn't miss much. We're debating on if we wanted to do D&D through Tabletop Simulator on a Saturday. So, I mean, maybe it would just be a one shot, but I think it could be fun. If
could be.
if it's a one shot and it isn't a commitment, then I think it'll be more fun than it will be headache inducing.
the question we would end up wanting to have some preset characters. I think I don't want you guys spending like hours on trying to decide a character and a background and stats and stuff like that.
Right.
So I would probably build a few 4, 5, 6 characters or something like that and let you choose one.
I remember the character I chose for the D&D that never
What type of
happened.
character
It was
did you
It was
choose?
a cleric.
Okay.
Cause
What about the cleric did you like?
I liked that it had healing, but it wasn't like totally useless.
Clerics are very powerful.
Yeah, that's why
They
I
can
liked
be.
it.
So probably what I would end up doing is not be level 1, maybe 5, maybe 7,
Mhm.
so that you have a couple levels of spells and abilities.
Mm.
And then you have a little bit of flexibility to work with stuff.
Right.
That could be interesting.
I think so.
'Cause-
I'll talk
Because
to
if you
Edge
start
and
at
see if
level
he
1,
wants
you're
to.
kind of limited.
Yeah. You don't have a whole lot of stats nor skills or anything. So starting at a little higher level. I think that's even like what we did for that never to have been done D&D. Give me a preset. I'm going to twist its intentions like I particularly crumbly. Do you want to?
That's
Hop in,
fine.
CC?
I mean,
If you would be around for next Saturday.
well, no, we're not planning next Saturday.
You're not playing next Saturday? You want we
Because
need more time?
because we got to wait for Zig to get back. We need his buy-in.
Well, okay.
And then you need to get Edge's buy-in.
I mean,
so
I
this is going to be
yeah.
about, and I have to plan for this.
Okay.
And I'm going to go see it would be it would be next Saturday, but we'd be D&Ding on Saturday night. So, but still, I'd like to give this
You
about
got
a
something
month.
to do with next Saturday?
During the day. I do,
Uh.
not in the evening.
Okay. Never mind, Cece. Wait. What are you doing on Saturday then?
Going to visit my mom.
Oh, okay. That's sweet.
It's usually a full day trip for me because it takes almost an hour and a half to drive there one way.
Okay. Oh well, I'll talk to Zig and Edge, see if they want to join in. Do you?
And
Are,
we don't have a set date yet.
yeah. Okay. But it would be a Saturday.
It would be a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would need to have Tabletop Simulator, and anybody that doesn't have it, we can get them hooked up. Don't worry about that.
And everybody needs to be kung fu fighting.
They would need to be fast as lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to get on the floor and do the dinosaur.
Correct. Oh man.
But yes, I would need some time to plan this. 1 week is not enough
Okay.
because I need to get familiar with Tabletop Simulator's version of D&D.
Okay.
Then I need to make your characters. Then I need to design the one shot, and we need to make sure we have buy-in from everybody.
Right. So Edge has Tabletop Simulator, but Zig does not.
And we can get him a copy. It's no big deal.
It's not that expensive. How expensive is
No.
it? It is $20.
But it does a lot.
It does do a lot. So
That's worth $20.
yeah, true. Okay. Well, I'll text them, see if they want to, and
Because Zig is still in Korea.
oh, that's right.
That's why I said not next week.
Okay, that makes more sense. I totally forgot. How long is he staying? Do you know?
He said he was supposed to be there for 3 weeks, so this is what, his second week?
Okay.
So he's got at least one more week.
Okay.
And of course, he's been staying with GCast, so that's got to be
Right.
exhausting.
What do you mean exhausting?
She is nothing but energy.
Right, but I mean.
So you got to think about how chill Zig is. Zig is very good with people,
with energy.
but after an entire day of someone who is high energy,
Okay.
and then spending 3 weeks with this person,
Yeah,
you
fine.
will be exhausted.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, she did stay with him for a few weeks when in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
so he knows what he's in for.
Yeah. He did. He did.
But I would be interested to see CC's version of a character. Just take the character and twist it. That's kind of the fun part about D&D is you get to make the character your own, decide what you want to do with it, how you want to play it.
Cece's very good at that. Okay.
I like. Let's just say that I am used to parties who are good. You know, you can't plan for everything in a D&D
Mhm,
game.
of
You know,
course.
no matter
Yeah.
how hard you try, you can't plan for every potential situation.
Right. But yeah.
But my players are so good at coming up with off the wall shit. I essentially become. I have to think of things on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do things on the fly, create events on the fly. And Val's over here just smiling at me. She's what's one of your more favorite examples from that?
I don't know.
I remember, Richard, convincing the guard, taking his place on the wall so that you guys,
Richard and Bobbert.
Richard and Bobbert the guard, yeah.
Those are good names.
Yeah, it was a name I had to create on the fly. Bobbert.
Dick and Bobbert.
Dick and Bobbert. No, but Richard, he's one of our players. He was a ranger, and they were trying to get in this villa that's up on an upper tier of a city, and it's highly guarded, super secure, but it's right up against the city wall too. But the city wall's pretty thick, so there's guards up on the city wall and everything like that. He manages to convince one of the guards up top that he is the guard's replacement, and takes over that spot. And then he also has this huge dialogue with the other guard, and then convinces him that he needs to go on a pilgrimage to a dwarven city so he can learn some sort of stone making. Was it?
Because he was so good at his
Convincing.
assessment. No,
Oh,
because
his
he
wall
made-
assessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he made Bobbert go around with like a little pickaxe to
Test the wall.
test the wall
for
at
weaknesses.
various points.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh wow, you learned so much. You're a natural at this sort of thing. You need to go to the nearest dwarven king. They're really good at that sort of thing. You should go there. Learn from the master.
Hmm.
You're wasted as a city guard.
None of this was planned.
Right.
None of this was planned. I left it to my players to figure out how to get into the villa, and that's what they came up with.
Yeah.
And then they were able to get onto the roof of the villa from the city wall. They all glided down onto it and snuck in. It was exciting. And now they're trapped in a hellish dimension right now.
Nice.
Just fought like the Elden Ring boss.
Oh.
I was trying to create.
Accidentally an Elden Ring boss.
So with D&D 5th edition, characters can get very powerful very quickly.
Mhm.
And so it becomes challenging to develop a powerful creature that is not going to become a pushover and just have all of their hit points wiped out in like a couple turns. So I decided I'm going to create a boss that has a crap ton of hit points and has multiple phases, and we'll see how that goes. And then Val was like, "Oh, it's a Dark Souls boss." And I'm like, "Kind of, yeah, but I had to make it interesting."
When the second phase started, it's like, I gave you this look. Are you sure this is not an Elden Ring boss? Yes, I made this boss before the game even came out.
I'm not. You're not going to be put into a box of rules. You know, while D&D does have a box of rules to help create a system and create a basis, as a DM, you have the right to circumvent rules or change things as needed for enjoyment. You don't want to be the kind of DM that changes things just because you want to, you know, and annoy the shit out of your players. But if you feel there's something beneficial to improving the overall enjoyment of your players in your game, it's worth doing. But you don't want to be a rules lawyer. You don't want to be a dick. You don't want to trap people by the numbers, because that's not fun. The rules are meant to be bent and broken a little bit from time to time.
Certain exceptions have to be made if one of your players is a rules lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
And is making everyone else miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to get creative with the rules that exist, or you have to employ Rule 0 and go, look, I know the player's handbook says that this monster is weak to fire, but this one is immune to it because he's mine and not the default one.
And here's a reason why I feel like he's immune to fire.
And so I'm sorry, Mr. Rules Lawyer, with your fire weapon, you're not going to be doing any special damage to this guy.
It sucks to be you. Luckily, none of my players are rules lawyers. None of my players are dickbags.
That's right.
All of my players are very flexible, which is nice. So.
We also don't have an adversarial relationship with our DM.
Oh my god, we did have someone who was very adversarial with me. So there's this one point where we did have a dwarven cleric, and within this hellish dimension that all the players had gotten stuck in, they were inside this castle looking for a lieutenant of the big boss, you know, the big bad guy, essentially. And in one of the areas, they found this ancient library. As soon as they stepped into the library
got very angry.
The library got very angry, trapped them in there, and they would turn around. All they would see were the shelves of books. They would turn around the other way. It's just shelves of books. It became almost this infinite hellscape of library shelves and books. And if they tried to read any of the books, of course, they don't know how to read the language of these books. And they were very cursed. They would hurt. They would cause ailments and issues. And they were essentially trapped there until they could figure out how to end whatever thing was happening to trap them there. And the dwarven cleric starts freaking out.
Which is natural. Fine.
Yeah, it's a natural reaction to feeling, oh my god, I may be trapped here forever. What the fuck do I do?
Mm-hmm.
And he decides he wants to burn the place down.
With us still in the room.
With everybody still in there. He wanted to start lighting the shelves on fire and running.
Going to carry around their wife's skull because I think it's better than talking to it for strategic purposes. Yep, that's CC. They'll definitely do stuff like that.
Oh, hold on. Let me reread that. I've decided that no matter what preset you give me, they're going to carry around their wife's skull because they think they can think better when talking to it. It's for street. That's fine. That's a character quirk. That's hilarious.
Well, I mean, it's morbid, but it's totally within spec.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of if you want to do that and you find that funny and good for character growth, fun, go for it. Yeah. That's cool. So, and if I was to give you a preset character, I would give you a race and a class and some abilities. I would not be writing a background for you.
That's
I would
fine.
let you develop your own background. And for a one-shot, your background may not be super necessary, but if you want to add more flavor to that character, you can definitely do that.
I got it. Okay.
I'm going to make... no, I mean, in that you're going to give me an elf that got kicked out of their hometown or something, and I'm going to make the reason that she's utterly unhealthily attracted to corpses and they caught her digging up corpses one too many times. God damn, CC.
They're very good at writing.
You have a necromancer. You have
An elf necromancer.
Yeah, you have...
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
You have a nymphomaniac elf necromancer.
It's
Or
unique.
something else.
It's definitely unique, but it could be problematic.
Yep, exactly that.
For strategic purposes.
Well, if
That's
it's
how-
problematic, then that's another thing that the party has to deal with.
To an extent. So you got to just make sure the role play also doesn't disrupt the overall enjoyment of everybody else. You can have fun with your character as long as everybody's okay with it. But there's going to be times where, like the role-playing dwarf who wants to burn down, and he was insistent that he wanted to do that. And the other players were like, no, that's not a good idea. But he insisted on doing it. And I'm like, if you do this, you're going to burn down the place and kill everybody. And he's like, I'm still going to do it. And I'm like, so, and it felt like no matter what the players did in character to help convince the dwarf otherwise, he was still intent on doing it both as a player and a character. That's disruptive and not fun. It made the situation unbearable, and it frustrated people. And when you're frustrating your teammates, that's not fun. So you can be a role player to an extent.
This one part of playing is just having someone that's fun to play with. Burn down the town to get more corpses. It's not a fun interaction for me to have. Yeah.
That's fine.
You want to be part of the team.
Yeah. And Val is correct. You can be a role player and have fun with it, but you still need to read the room and identify when your role playing is disrupting everybody else's enjoyment.
Right.
Q.
What? Okay.
Don't fuck up everybody's time.
Okay, I won't.
Good. Otherwise, I'll slap you with a fish.
Not the fish. Please.
Not the fish. Anybody with the fish.
Anything but the fish. Reminds me of Jonah, VeggieTales movie, where they slap people with fishes.
Is that a legit thing they did in the VeggieTales?
Yeah, it was. They did a whole movie. It was about Jonah, and then like, you know how the story of Jonah is like he has to go to Nineveh and like tell them, hey, they're all being bad. So they kidified it by saying, oh, they're doing bad stuff by slapping each other with fishes.
So for CC, for one-shots, it is difficult to make a character that's not generic, because if you're using it for a one-shot, you have to balance the investment of creating an enjoyable character with the limited amount of time that you have to play it and grow it. So for a one-shot, it's essentially a throwaway character.
Especially
The
one that's
best-
only going to be like 3 hours.
Yeah. So the best way you're going to get a character that's not generic is if you can have a continuous campaign where you can build and grow that character, and the DM can also allow for events that will help grow and make things more interesting. It's kind of like, watching an anime where many of the main characters get their own arc, and it helps grow the character alongside everybody else. It's things like that. But if you're doing a one shot, you don't have that opportunity.
What he said.
So for a one shot, it's more up to you to create the fun based on the character sheet that you have and just go crazy with it. Within reason. But, just, I summon down Meteor from Sephiroth and just, or something stupid like that. It's just, but you can have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But how else? So if you feel like a one-shot character is generic, if you had 3 to 4 hours to play a character, how would you make it interesting?
Corpses,
Well,
apparently.
okay, corpses is the thing. Okay, one of my favorite sayings is a windmill of corpses that I got from Cards Against Humanity. Yes, so maybe that's your special move. You have a windmill of corpses that you launch at people. I don't know. It's something we can talk about if you ever decide to play a one shot with me.
Get a bonus trait to make it fun. We don't have presets right now.
A non-corpse related bonus trait. Oh man.
We gotta think.
I don't have anything prepared right now.
Yeah. We're still like, do we want to do this, and if we even
Yeah,
can.
it is something that has to be a yay or nay before I do anything.
But yeah, we'll see. If we do, can I still be a cleric?
If you want to be a cleric, you can.
Yes.
But I would recommend looking through the existing classes to get an idea of what else might be available. And
Okay.
see if you want to play something else.
Maybe.
But if your heart is truly set on a cleric, I can give you a cleric.
Okay. What's a generic archetype?
The subclasses.
Yeah, there's also subclasses
Oh,
where
that's
you can
true.
specialize in things.
Or
A
like-
generic archetype.
Yeah, give one.
The dumb berserker.
That's pretty generic.
The dumb berserker with a big two-handed axe. Make it creative in a 3-hour setting. Haha, yes. Or the classic, the noble knight with a shield and a sword and a quest to
Save the
something
princess.
to save the princess, or do something that makes the princess fall in love with him.
Like have sex.
The thief with a heart of gold. He steals, but he still cares for somebody.
Mm. He's Robin Hood.
A powerful wizard that takes a kid under his
Man,
arm
got
and
a
turns them into.
surprisingly great handle on fashion. Will criticize the enemies to his allies. No, not to their faces though. They can overhear it.
Hold on, let me reread that. Dumb berserker man got a surprisingly great handle on fashion and will criticize enemies to his allies. Not to their faces, though, where they can overhear it. So that means you have a barbarian berserker with charisma.
Mm.
Surprisingly good at fashion. That's a charismatic trait right there.
Mm-hmm.
So all of your intelligence went into charisma. It's like, oh, you need to play Fashion Police. That's what you need to play, CC. It's a first-person shooter, only Fashion Police Squad. Where you're whipping people into shape and making them look good.
Huh.
Look it up on Steam.
Okay.
It's actually pretty interesting looking. It looks very amusing. But actually, I think it would be more interesting if the Berserker did help other people improve their fashion actively, rather than being snarky and saying things under his voice where nobody hears him.
his
That would
head.
be funny. He's not very smart at anything, but he knows how to color code like a motherfucker.
He can tell you if your if your outfit looks horrible or not.
I mean, if you want to make him a Piccolo analog, you could. That's fine. Piccolo the wizard and Gohan the kid, the Padawan.
Yeah, that'd work. Anyways, it's about time for the stream to end. But thank you both for coming along. And we'll see if we do the D&D thing. Again, we don't know. There's still 2 other people that we have to see if they'd be available and they'd be willing to. But
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the part. You just can't grow them any farther than that one little twist. It's like that's their identity is that one twist.
Yeah. Well, I'll be streaming on Monday, Wednesday, as always, and yeah, I don't really got anything else to say. But thank you both, and we'll see how things go. So, for now, have a good night, and bye. Say bye.
Okay, bye bye.
What do you, Zig?
Bye bye.